What is going on, folks? TJ Lauerman, aka That Sports Gamer, here, coming at you live on OOTP 22 launch day, right there. My buddy Alex. Alex, how's it going?
Going good, TJ. I woke up like literally an hour ago, and I'm already being bombarded by a whole bunch of tech support. But you know what? For a launch day, that's to be expected. And for a brand new game, this is going to be a lot of fun.
This is going to be a very weird intro for the people that are already watching the stream, because I've already been streaming for an hour. You've been on for a couple of minutes with me already. But we're just making a fresh start for our Desert Dreaming Diamondbacks franchise that we're doing here. Lots of changes we made because Alex wanted to make this game extremely hard on us. I wanted
to go hard mode, and TJ was like, okay, maybe we can't do hard mode, and I was like, oh, come on.
No, I didn't say maybe we can't. I said maybe I can't. Maybe, I don't know if I can handle all this stuff.
So
especially with all this new stuff that we've added to the game this year.
That's true.
That we got to think about.
That's true. Maybe we don't go all the way into the hard mode stuff. Maybe we'll go for a little bit less.
All right, let me pull up.
Yes.
Let me pull up the game here. So we are the Diamondbacks, as we said. Our goal's pretty simple. Don't suck completely. We can do that. Oh, I see. It's funny because Alex was going in, giving guys injuries last night. He was like, oh, I'm going to put Eloy on the DL. I'm going to give Lance McCullers this thing. But it's weird. Zach Gallen. Oh, no, he's now. Oh, okay. Interesting. It has.
He just hasn't been updated.
But he is got a hairline fracture. All right. So we're good there.
Yep. And that is even a generous, amount of time for that hairline fracture. They think at least 5 weeks. So I was like, well, we'll do 5, and hopefully, because they say he's still going to be able to throw even with it. So it must not be too bad if it's, still throwable, but the recovery time is still going to be very up in the air at this point.
Yeah. Interesting.
And yes, Alex's room is very clean because Alex just moved. So you guys get no rights to make any claims about the messiness of the house. Literally, this is the main house room. So yeah. Bonus points for the pillow in the box. Yeah, that was what I was going for.
So this game, Alex did the hard work. This game, I mean, it's accurate as of March 26th, I will say. Today being March 26th.
Yes.
I don't think we missed anything.
Well, I mean, outside of, what eventually will become the opening day rosters and anything that happens from beyond today. Yeah, we're up to speed for literally up to this moment, as far as I am aware.
Yeah, so as I said earlier on the other stream, Alex messaged me at 3 o'clock yesterday, and he's like, I want to put all these changes in to make things way harder for us. So, Alex, I'll let you start. As you can see, right off the jump, look, he's got 3.5-star potential. What don't you notice? No overall rating.
There is no current. We are not going to be allowed to see their current ratings in this playthrough. And we're going to be doing that to make it harder on us to know when people are ready for the big leagues and when we're ready to be able to play them. So we will actually have to be looking out for their statistics to be able to know when we think they're ready. And then we'll actually have to make judgment calls to be able to do that. I actually got that inspiration from M. Frisk. I was watching his stream when we hosted him a couple days ago. And I was like, okay, that's actually a really cool idea, because especially if you're doing a rebuild and you're trying to get young kids started up from their, from the minors, that gives you such a disadvantage. But it also makes you have to be more paying closer attention to your players and how well they're doing. So it's good all around.
And we do have a lot of kids coming up from the minors that are going to have to help this team.
We have a ton of kids coming up that we're going to be looking at doing a lot of work with.
And for the first time ever in an out-of-the-park franchise, we do not have to trade for Seth Beer.
No.
Kind of a big day.
There will be no trading for Seth Beer this time around. We get him for free. Much like a Coors Light you get at the ballpark that's thrown to you.
Unless we trade him and then have to trade back for him. You were saying.
That's true. That's true.
We can always trade Seth Beer.
We could. I don't think we're going to, but we could.
I'm just saying. So give me the rundown on all the stuff that you did to make this extremely hard for me.
Okay, so
hop into the league options
and start with. Yeah, I guess we start with the league options. Probably start with the game options first, actually, so we can at least explain kind of what we're looking for at this point. So we went ahead and said that we're going to keep all reports from the scouting report histories. If you're back at the global settings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go.
So yes, we're going to go ahead and we made some changes to the scouting settings. We're going to keep all reports and incorporate stats into the scouting reports. So that way there's more information coming into our scouting reports. It'll make it easier on us, but also a little bit tougher because if a player does really well during the course of a regular season, it's going to affect their scouting reports. We changed the rating scales to 20 to 80. I wanted to go to 1 to 20, but TJ was not okay with that.
It's too easy.
No, that's harder. No. That's actually harder.
Too easy.
20 to 80 is much easier. 20 to 80 with increments of 1, that's easy.
Oh, who does increments of 1? You didn't put this on increments of 1, did you?
The 20 to 80 is increment of 1. There is no increment of 5.
It is definitely not increments of 1.
No, it's increments of 1.
It is definitely not.
The increment of 5 is only for your overall or potential ratings.
I think you are completely...
Chat, back me up here.
50, 35. Then all of our guys just randomly have numbers of 5.
Are they all just 5s?
It's always 5.
Am I wrong?
Yeah. Have you ever seen? I don't know.
Yes, I've seen it where it's 1s.
Have you seen this Baseball America Prospect Handbook? There is no such thing as a 20 to 80 scale in increments of 1. Not 1. Never in my life.
Oh my gosh.
You're just making this up, which is why 20 to 80 is harder because there's only 13 increments.
Then you're right.
I don't know. I'm gonna have to speak to your boss because that doesn't know how the 20 to 80 scale works. You know who pushed for the 20 to 80 scale in the game? This guy right here. I pushed to make it a default. For you, the player.
That's true.
Because it's real. Look. 55, 50, 50, 50.
Well, you're right.
45, 50, 40. I don't see a 47 in this whole damn book.
Oh, good grief.
What do you want to know about Luis Angel Acuna? Can we trade for him?
Can we trade for him? No.
Why not?
No, they love him.
Oh, they do, don't they?
Yeah. He'll be a tough one to get.
Where is he? I don't even see him in here. Did you break this? There he is. There's another Acuna. I don't know. I don't remember who just signed him. I think he's got another brother.
A third brother?
I think it's another brother, yeah. I think his dad played too. I was thinking about picking up one of his dad's cards. Yeah, 20 to 80, more realistic because that's how they really do it. But again, it's also a 13 slot scale. 1 to 20.
13 plus scale 20. Versus the 20. So, yes.
And then Alex is like, let's make it 1 to 10 or 1 to 5. I was like,
let's make it harder on us. Come on. We can go harder.
Yeah, crazy.
But yes, so we took away the overall ratings. So there are going to be none displayed for those. We are going to do stars for potential ratings, which depending on how we feel about that, it might change. I don't know. I think that's still pretty good.
Yeah, I think
but that could change down the road. And then, of course, we are going to show ratings as greater than the maximum.
Stars, technically a 1 to 10 scale.
Yes, that's a 1 to 10. So that's pretty tough. Stars is hard to kind of get an idea when you have 2 people at 3 stars, but they have very wildly different player ratings. That can become very troublesome. We are doing more on the coach cohesion. And
we didn't say that we're setting show ratings greater than the max.
No, I did. Yeah, we're going to show the ratings greater than the maximum, allowing us to be able to have players exceed what is expected of them.
Coach cohesion, you can't see, but it's behind my head. It says
yes. Yeah. So we're going to have more coach cohesion. So we're going to take that new feature added to 22 and expound on it and make it more. And hopefully that will make our coaching pickups be much of a bigger impact on our squad.
That reminds me, I need to go get my high school coach's code.
Yes, you probably should.
We'll also show you how to import a historic minor league player on the stream. So be ready. Continue. You may continue.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. So also for the autosave and log settings, this is just basically general stuff at this point. We're saving once a month. We're going to do human organizations. And then, you changed the keep news logs. Okay.
I didn't touch a thing.
You didn't touch a thing?
I didn't touch a thing.
Okay. Well, that's
keep
supposed to be set to
all.
All. Yeah. We're going to keep everything that we can.
All right.
Yeah.
No, I want this to be dynamic.
Yeah.
I want my
Wait, you want dynamic?
I want my BNN top prospect list to be dynamic. Yeah.
All right. It'll update every single day that way.
That's a lot, but maybe.
And Annually, we'll do it twice: All-Star break and the beginning of preseason.
Fine, you talked me into it.
That's just so that way you don't know what you drafted and how good those prospects are until the next year. That's the approach for that. Makes it a little bit tougher because then you don't quite know. But you can't trade those draft picks anyways, and we're not going to turn that on, guys. We're not going to let us trade for draft picks immediately.
Come on, man.
It's not going to happen. I mean, it's going to be hard enough, TJ, that we're going to break a little bit of the, maybe some of the union rules about, acquiring a player and then trading them back around. Like, we're going to be, flexing some of the rules that are not already or are not in the game as it is. So the least we can do is at least keep our draft picks.
You're out here breaking rules left and right. I understand.
We're going to break some rules, break all the rules. So for players in FaceGen, the next tab over, we are going to be doing some changes on that one as well. We're going to be disabling the player personality ratings, the showing of player personality ratings on their profile pages, and the team chemistry system. We're also going to be changing the talent randomness to 125 instead of 100, which is the default. So there will be more talent change in our save than usual. Not too much more, but enough that it could cause some players to develop better than expected or worse.
Oh no, I just hit a button. Never mind, we're good.
TJ over here breaking things. Oops. Oh my gosh. We are also going to be keeping all on the bottom of that left side. We're keeping all the left to right splits, fielding statistics, and I think it's playoff information as well.
And fielding stats.
And fielding stats.
That's something that's off by default, right? Just because that's the whole
those are because it doesn't normally keep minor league ones. I think is what it's going for at that point. So you don't normally need to keep all that information, especially if you have lots of minor leagues and other stuff like that. So you got to be careful with how big your league file is. Very, very quickly. That can grow pretty fast.
That reminds me. When we set this up, we have the major leagues, we have the Japanese league, and we have the Korean baseball organization.
Yes, so we're going to go with a smaller but little bit of international league for this save. This will allow us to still have international scouting discoveries because you won't get any from either of those two nationalities because we have them already added into the game. But that is okay. We will take them developing their own kids and having them come through the system, and we'll see if we can sign them. So could be options for us to actually look international, but real international to be able to acquire some players.
Yeah, and we looked at some of the other leagues that we were thinking about adding in, like I already forgot Arizona. Not Arizona. I know it's ABL, but I don't remember what it's called. The Australian Baseball League and a couple other stuff. I mean, if there were some more superstars in those leagues, we were going to keep them in, but the talent pool just wasn't super high, so we figured if we get a guy from Australia, you're not going to know if he's a real player from the Australian Baseball League, or I'm sure not going to know if he's a real player from the Australian Baseball League. So we just left them off. So we'll get guys automatically generated from there, and we'll be good that way. But we did want to keep Korea and Japan in to get that real life stuff in. So we can get this guy whose name I can't remember. Sagano? Yeah.
Yeah,
I was under contract for 1 year. Then we can get him back.
Yeah, they got him for one more year because he wanted to go to the MLB, but decided to stay for one more season. Correct?
Because of the weird off season.
Yeah. So there's options for us to be able to go and acquire some pretty interesting players that could actually make an impact for us.
Yeah, he signed a weird deal with the Yomiuri Giants. I think he signed like a 5-year deal, but it's got
every single year he's allowed to choose if he wants to leave, right?
Opt-outs, yeah.
Basically, that's how it was. He was like, look, I'll sign for 5 years, and if I want to leave, I just snap my hands and I'm gone.
Yeah. Smart. I mean, hey, if you can do it, if you got the power.
I mean, yeah, when you have that kind of negotiating power, that's a good thing to have. So that's always good. Anything else on this page? No, I think we're good to go on to the AI settings page. What we decided to do regarding that, there are some changes to this one as well. We have, what did we end up doing?
Cranked it up to the highest difficulty. And then we took it back one for the trading difficulty.
Yeah, so we've gone ahead and we went all the way to the edge to make it the hardest, and then came back one. And we're like, okay, I think that's going to be about right. And then I wanted to go way more into favor prospects, but I decided to only go 2 notches to the right. And mostly that is because I don't want veterans to be just given away for free, because they should still get some value, and they should still be valued a little bit. Otherwise, we could go and get some people for dirt cheap, and that wouldn't be fair. And that would make some prospects just completely untouchable, like completely untouchable.
Seth Beer, untouchable. That goes to the up right now.
If you want to, you can. Yeah. I'll answer the question that Speed Kills put into chat. Yeah. So the idea of Speed Kills is that we wanted to make sure that, when we have someone such as a Seth Beer coming up through the system and we think, okay, they could be a potential 3-star, 3.5-star player, but we don't know how good they are right now. So we actually have to look at their player ratings and their statistics to know if they're ready for the big leagues. And then we have to try them out, which is how real life works. You don't get a sheet saying, oh, okay, we have 5 prospects. We think they're all about 4.5 stars. They're ready to come to the big leagues. Bring them up. No. They actually have to look at the statistics, look at the player themselves, look at how they're how are they handling certain types of pitches and situations, and then they make judgment calls. So we're gonna have to make judgment calls about when people come up and when they're ready, because we won't know if they're 1 star out of 3 or if they're 2.5 stars out of 3. So it'll make it tougher for us.
Not really tougher. We have to put a little bit more work in. I guess
a little more work.
Technically tougher, but
it just requires more hands-on approach. It makes you actually have to be invested and working with your team versus just hitting a button, having the CPU automate everything, and then just simulating forward. That's just how it's going to be. We changed the player evaluation AI settings from the 65% to 50, 20 to 25, 10 to 15, and 5 to 10. So there's more of an impact on a player's basically their value, how the AI values them, more so based on their last 3 seasons of statistics and less on their actual player ratings. So that will be good for us to have as well. We didn't change the lineup selection, so let's go ahead and go on to the league settings. We only changed a couple of league settings. Well, we did some, but not too many. For the rules, we changed the amount of players generated for the draft to 40. I think it's 40 rounds now officially. Originally, it's 35. I want more variety. Plus, this allows us to have just a little bit better development of some new kids, as well as, there's going to be a lot of filler kids. But this just gives you, in addition to the real life player drafts, this gives you just a little bit more options to be able to look through, which will be good for us. We didn't change any of the other settings on that page, so we can go ahead and go to financials, where we did quite a few changes.
We did a lot of changes to this page.
So the problem with the base game, at least what I think is a little bit of something to look at, is that the national media contracts and the local media contracts are $10 million higher than what you see on the screen right now. So they were originally 50 and 40, which meant that the average profit per team was like $30 million, which is really, really high. That's going to make teams have way too much money. And especially after having all of the time and money that teams have, well, they've been spending less and less, but we've seen some pretty big free agency contracts go out for the past couple of years. So there was just way too much money to be had. So we made some changes. The first thing we did actually was we changed the revenue sharing from 20 to 25%. We also applied gate sharing to season tickets on top of the people who come in last second at the gate. So now teams like the Yankees, who have almost sellouts every single day, are going to give a little more money away to teams that are coming in, like the Orioles, who don't quite get that. So we're going to kind of balance out the financials a little bit more with that. We changed the national media contract again from 50 to 40, the local from 40 to 30, and the merchandise went down to 15. We also increased the tax above soft cap percentage to 50. That just means that it'll penalize teams who have gone above the soft cap, the luxury tax, basically, by, well, basically double. So that's going to hurt teams like the Dodgers and the Yankees and anyone else who goes above that limit. So again, just ways for us to be able to try to reel back in the high spending teams and make it so that way everyone kind of has a little more even Steven starting grounds when it comes to financials, at least.
Excellent.
And I think that's it for this page, in all honesty. Let me see. So, yeah, no drops, unfortunately, guys. Drops start on Monday. There are no three-way trades. That's something that we are still trying to figure out how the AI would manage that kind of a trade system. That is extremely complicated. From having a dev tell me exactly what they'd have to do, it was like, okay, yeah, that's going to take a lot of work. So regretfully, that's not something we have in 22. But that is something that, is on our list of something to do down the road. So
we need quantum computing for that.
We kind of need to there would be a lot of work that would have to get done to really be able to do that and do it well. Because we wouldn't just pop that into the system and then just expect it to run perfectly fine.
Because
it would need
150 players in each organization times 30 organizations.
Well, not only that, but just being able to evaluate and have value with 3 different entities trying to exchange goods is really, really tough to do. It's just hard to manage. Yeah, two-way trades are hard enough as it is, and we've been trying to fix the two-way trades and the evaluation of AI. Every single year we get the report, hey, can you make trading much more realistic? Can you do a better job on the trading? Because the trading seems like you can get away with a lot. That was our goal this year, was to help you guys figure out ways to be able to get the trading to a more realistic position. Throwing in three-way trades would be, whew, that would be a whole new thing for us. So yeah.
Let's not forget the build where if you cranked it a little bit, trade difficulty all the way to hard. Hard was just called TJ, not hard anymore. So. I'm going to assume that was just a screenshot Matt took and not actually Cody put into the game, but you never know with Matt.
Yes, the trading is much more realistic. And Mushroom, you got away with some pretty good trades on your stream for the D-backs. So we're not even going to come close to what you were able to get away with. Getting Walker Buehler and Trevor Bauer on your team, good grief.
Hey, man. We got Walker Buehler and Caleb Ferguson last year. So, and then they won Cy Young and reliever of the year. So, hey, anything's possible.
I mean, yeah, it's possible, but you were not on any edited settings for trading difficulty, were you?
Yeah, cranked it up.
Oh, really?
Not all the way. Oh. I mean, not all the way.
Not as hard as we're going this time.
Well, we didn't have these options last time.
That's true. That was 21.
I did the exact same thing. I cranked it all the way up and turned it one back down, but that was only one. That was the only thing in between last time.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like 2 ticks lower than us, Mushroom. So, yeah, we're going to be... We're in a tough spot where teams do not want to trade for our players. It's hard. It's very hard.
Oh,
so
we'll figure it out.
Oh, I've already got some ideas, TJ. I've already got some stuff planned.
And that's why literally everybody in the free agent pool is in caps. They're all
well, I mean, we're going to be rebuilding, so we got to find some high flyer prospects.
Look, I'm ready to win now. Padres and Dodgers, get out the way. D-backs.
I mean, that's what Mushroom's trying to do. Mushroom's trying to win now.
First off, I'm going to get the team moved to the Central. We're going to win. It's going to be great.
We'll trade for Rizzo. We'll trade for a couple of the opposing teams' best players, and we'll get it.
Yeah, we got it. Easy. All right, what else?
All right, so moving on.
Options, players, historical.
We set the cash maximum to none.
We should get
so. We have the ability to let people get as much cash as they want to in this game. So you could eventually see trades down the road where we actually just throw a bunch of cash at somebody like the Rockies did with Nolan Arenado. Moving on. Options.
It said that the team that traded away the player gave all the money up too.
Gave the money up.
Could get Tim Tebow.
Tim Tebow is officially out of the game. He's retired.
No.
At least I think he is. He should be.
Unretire.
No, retire him and make him into a coach. I'll take him as a coach for Pete's sake at this point.
You want to make him into a coach?
Yeah. Turn him into a coach. He'd be great.
For some reason, you left this on commissioner mode. I just realized.
Oh, whoops. Well, I was going around and doing some face gen changes and some other stuff. Well, I had to do the injury changes. So I had to go into commissioner mode to be able to add injuries and extensions. I can't do that without commissioner mode. So, yeah. Induct him into the Hall of Fame. Minor League Hall of Fame, sure.
Hit the wrong button.
Oh, no. What did you do?
I'm just clicking. Got a lot going on here today. I don't know if you know. We just launched a
kind of a brand new game is out.
The #1 game on Steam.
Yeah.
So
you bet we did.
I'm not saying I have 40 tabs open. I don't know what I'm clicking on half the time. Tebow.
Ooh, Logan Gilbert just retired into your sim, Tiger Man. Oh man, Logan Gilbert's good too. He's actually quite the prospect to be able to look up and acquire. That's rough. How much do you get in PP to start in 22? I think it's 5,000. I think. Isn't it 5,000 or is it?
Do I look like a Nicolino to you?
1,000. 1,000. That's right. Thank you, chat. It's pretty low. You're going to get some cards to start. You'll get your starter pack. You'll get any loyalty bonuses. And you get 1,000 PP to begin with. And then it's all on you. All on you to go ham wherever you want to go with it.
Okay. Let's check out Tim Tebow.
So I would turn Tebow into a coach.
He's awesome.
See how good he is.
Handles development outstandingly. Great with the mechanics. Excellent. But I'd say
he'd be great. He doesn't age at all, guys. Come on.
Like a champ?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know why he's so good at
that's basically... Defense. Yeah, that looks like about what I'd expect out of Tebow.
Unproven.
He would be somebody that you'd think would make probably one of the most excellent bench coaches or like assistant coaches you could ever look at.
Should we do the other thing, or do you want to keep going over settings? Go.
Yes, let's keep going over the settings really fast. We've got a couple more things to be able to do. So I think we still have the All-Star game. Yeah. So we changed the All-Star game popularity amount from what was it? It was higher than moderate. I think it's like oh gosh, help me out here, TJ. What is the official setting above moderate?
Higher than moderate is high.
High. So we changed it from high to moderate, so that way there's a better chance for people to be able to get in that are not, Javi Baez and big nationally renowned players because they come from high, media attention hoarding teams. So we did that. No, do not disable the playoffs.
Why are we using custom playoffs?
Because the system with 2 wild cards is not a standard playoff approach. That is well known. It's not like a.
Are we still doing 2? Is that a thing still? Are we still doing
2? Not the 4.
Okay,
just 2. So it's not 2020 playoffs. This is officially back to normal with 2 wild cards and 3 division leaders. But that has to be custom. It has to be custom because you can't just pick the division leaders and 1 wild card like we used to do. So there's no template playoff you can just use. It has to be custom. For players, we made some changes in the players tab actually. Do players still fatigue in the All-Star game? Yes, they do, I believe, Detroit Fury. That's the reason why a lot of managers in real life have to worry about whether or not they can start a pitcher on the All-Star game day, because the manager of that player doesn't like that they're going to come in fatigued to the next start. Mm-hmm. So they should.
I will not allow them to go.
just restrict them. So the thing you guys are going to notice is that we have all of our player generations for international discoveries and generated free agents all set to more. So we're going to be cranking up a little bit more of the randomly generated players people developed over the course of the regular season, as well as free agents generated by the off-season time frame. So this will help with just getting some new blood into the league. So that way it's not all about the first player draft. We're going to see some pretty good chances for teams to be able to get some scouting discoveries, as well as some hopefully good international free agents generated. That would be really cool to get some of those kind of players added.
Look at my guy, Jesus Delgado.
Yes, talking about Jesus Delgado type people.
Just talking about Jesus.
Why the D-backs? We picked the D-backs because they looked to have, back in 21, they looked to have one of the most dynamic and also 50-50 prospect farms in the game. They are a very nice challenge when it comes to how well their farm system develops. They're also in an extremely tough division, which makes planning and trying to work through what you want to do with this team extremely difficult.
Mm-hmm.
They're
and with harder trading,
go ahead.
I didn't want to trade for Seth Beer. Now I just
got him. And
Has
TJ
there been a
was dead
franchise
set
we've
on
not
having...
gotten Seth Beer? I don't think so. I'm just saying. It's true.
I think we've always gotten Seth Beer eventually.
Multiple times.
We've
sometimes.
always gotten him.
So, now we got him to start with.
Let me think. Is there anything else that we did changes wise?
I feel like that's it.
I think that's it. Yes, that should be it.
Stats. Yeah, I think that was all.
Yeah. So everything else is all set back to the standard approach. Oh, I changed number of position players to 13 because we should have 13 pitchers, 13 hitters.
You locked it 13. Yeah.
So I went ahead and added that just so that way the MLB teams will all try to go with the same approach.
Mm-hmm. Is that a rule? Did they finalize that as to a rule? Because I know that they were talking about it.
I don't think they did. I mean, they're doing taxi squads for this year, so...
Did they ever put in that you have to pitch 10 innings or something? Did they ever put in all that two-way player stuff?
Oh, gosh.
I don't know if they I know they talked about it. I don't know if they ever
talked about
made
it, but
a
they
real
didn't.
thing.
If they ever put that into the game, I'm going to be upset about that.
I don't remember if that was
But yeah,
real
those
thing.
are all of our settings for this playthrough. And we'll see how it goes because, like I mentioned, this is the Diamondbacks. They are not a win-now team. They are very much in a very bad spot with their finances and the division that they play in. If anybody wanted to do a reallocation of the MLB divisions, the D-backs would be the first person to sign up for that list. They really would. They'd be like, can we put all the California teams in a California division? Just throw them all into their own division. We'll take a central or like a southwest division with Texas and Colorado, please. Make a team in Las Vegas, and we'll play with Las Vegas and Colorado and the two Texas squads. That's what the D-backs would want.
I feel like you guys are really undervaluing West's role here. And the Spears.
A little bit. No, that's OSA ratings. I don't know what our head scout thinks about him, unfortunately.
Gives him a little bit more. All right, there we go.
A little bit more? Okay, good. Good.
But that's just me.
Yeah. So, I mean, basically, guys, we're going to be taking over the D-backs. We've got a lot of prospects to be looking into and reviewing, and there is, just quite a lot that the D-backs can potentially bring to the table down the road, and that should be fun for us to be able to manage. It's also going to be very hard.
Yeah, I don't know how much fun it's going to be.
It won't be fun for the first couple of years. I've already resorted, TJ, to the understanding that
I don't even know what I just did. I don't know what I just did.
3 years or so.
Yeah. Yeah, no, keep talking. You're good. I didn't bring it up. No.
Oh, you're taking your webcam on. Oh, okay. Sorry. I saw Discord changing. I was like, did I lose connection for a second there or something? No, you're just making changes. So yeah, we've got a few years before we should really be trying to go after teams like the Padres and Dodgers. There is also, of course, the elephant in the room, which is Madison Bumgarner. I'm not entirely sure if you know his contract information, TJ.
No.
I'm going to assume by the silence you do not.
No. I was trying to pull up his GIF. Why is it not showing up? That's my real question here.
He's trying to get stuff worked around. Bumgarner has what is it? $19 million this year, 23, 25, 27, I believe.
First off, more importantly, I got the GIF working.
You got it working. Oh my gosh.
I got a whole set of GIFs for this year.
Oh yes.
I got this guy.
Yes, he does.
I got to move these because they're not in a good spot, but I got this guy. I got Rattle On.
Yes.
I got more.
Ride the bus?
I got most importantly, I got a spinning hat. That's the hat I bought, actually.
There you go.
I think mine has red side coloring though. It's interesting.
Huh. I think they changed it for the new season.
I got this pulsing A.
Pulsing A. Okay.
I got this flag. I got a helmet that bounces. Ball.
TJ has done his homework, ladies and gentlemen.
I got boom.
Oh, but I'm not seeing the drive the bus gif.
Hey, man, talk to Giphy and their stickers. I'm only going to put in so much work, all right?
He's not going to make his own from scratch.
Best part is with the Stream Deck, they actually load the GIFs on the Stream Deck, so I see
so
Madison
you know
Bumgarner
exactly
dancing
which
all the
one
time.
you're going to do.
Love it.
Oh, good grief.
Mad Bum, contract, you wanted to know. 19,
yeah.
23, 23, 14.
23, 14. Okay, that's right.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. That is pretty much half of our. Well, if we play our cards right, he could be half of our player salary, total.
Or he could be zero of our player salary. I'm just saying.
Nobody will take him.
Oh, I'll find someone.
No, I've tried, TJ. I have tried. Like 60% retaining, and everyone's like, "Yeah, no."
Make it 100.
just no. Right. Well, then we retain all of it. So, that doesn't do any good.
While we're here, I'm getting my high school baseball coach.
Okay, go for it. And while you do that, if you guys have any questions in the chat about the game or anything you guys have seen so far, please let us know. We're more than happy to answer some questions. I'm going to be going back to work here in about 20 minutes to answer more questions.
What?
And
No, you're here till 2.
You're here till 2? For 2 hours?
Yeah, man, we gotta start this.
Gosh.
We haven't even done anything. It's been 42 minutes. We haven't done anything.
We got to talk about it all.
All right, listen. So, Tim Byron, my high school baseball coach, drafted by the Yankees, Seton Hall Hall of Famer with Craig Biggio, pitched in the minors. So I grabbed his player ID over there. So if you want a quick rundown of how to import a historical player from the minors, assuming Alex didn't break anything in the save, this should be pretty simple.
Nope.
Gonna go to free agents.
Everything should be just the way it was.
Import a historical player from the historical minors database. Gonna throw his name over here. We're gonna pull up the 1986 version of him. Yep.
Has the problem of highlights and replays in tournaments been fixed? I know that we had some issues yesterday with highlights and replays not coming off of the CDN servers to people when they were trying to review those. I don't know if that's been addressed yet. I think that would be a server-related issue. Let me know if that's still happening, DishNet. If people are still seeing that, let me know as well, because I'd have to pass that along to our server devs to review why people are not being able to get those highlights and replays. And yes, baseball fan, we're doing the normal playoffs, division leaders, 2 wild cards. That's going to be our approach for this season. That's how the default standard game is for any players.
All right, so I imported him in, so he should be there now.
Sweet.
Only problem is that he is 26 years old or 25 years old. He's not 25 years old.
Did we consider the default trade difficulty to be too easy?
No, we just wanted to make it harder.
It's not too easy. It is moderately easy, I would say. I would say that if you know what you're doing, you can very quickly get what you want. But you do still have to pull some strings to be able to do that. So it's not like as if you can just trade anybody you want for anybody. There's reasoning why a team would be willing to trade, such as a Dodgers trading away Trevor Bauer. And that's mostly because he opts out after the end of the season sometimes. He's expensive, and he's not actually as good as, he's not really worth the amount of money that they're paying him in our game. So the Dodgers, there are reasons why you might be able to get away with a really good trade because, next year, if he opts out, you don't get anything. If he stays, you're paying him a lot of money and he deteriorates pretty quickly or, whatever happens. There are some actually pretty good reasons about why a team will still do and handle trades in a certain way.
Okay.
Hey.
High school coach in the game.
He's not as good as he was last time.
Not as good as he was last time.
Yeah.
Outstanding infield defense, I would say yes. Excellent outfield defense, I would say yes. I feel like he should have better teach pitching. Can I edit his teach pitching?
You can if we're still in commissioner mode.
Dang right we are. What's a good number?
We talked about using custom playoffs because the templates in the game for playoffs are division leaders and division leaders with 1 wild card. There is no template for division leaders 2 wild cards. That is a custom playoffs. We haven't made it into a template. So when you start up a standard game, it will automatically use the custom playoffs that are set to replicate MLB. So it's not so much that, you have to use custom playoffs. It's that for the standard game, we've automatically set it up to be a custom one, so it adheres to MLB's practices. I hope that becomes a template, so that way you can just click on a button and it automatically sets up the divisions plus 2 wild cards. But if you have 4 divisions, then, or if you do something crazy and you make a custom league that only has 2 divisions, well, 2 divisions, two wild cards, that would just be the second place teams. So there's reasons why a template about 2 wild cards wouldn't quite make as much sense, especially if you go into hey, you have 6 divisions now. So you've got 6 division leaders, but only 2 wild cards. You probably would want 3 wild cards. So then you have to go into making a 3 wild card. There's too many templates to be made. Just make it custom and keep the 1 wild card as the original that MLB used for years. So there's reasons why it's custom right now. But you guys should be just fine using it as it is. If you want to change it, though, again, it's custom, so you can change it however you'd like.
All right. Coach is in, coach set up, coach is good to go.
Yeah, that coach is actually not that bad either.
I don't know.
Him and Tebow, we might actually, maybe we'll look at acquiring.
Look, I'm just saying, we do have some coaching vacancies.
We do have some vacancies.
For our Arizona Fall League team. Just saying.
Yeah. Now, to finish up Slim Brady's question again, so he had asked the second half of the question was, did we make it harder for our guys' challenge? Yes. Yes. Yeah. We made it harder for our challenge also so that way you guys could see just how hard this gets, because trust me, guys, this gets ridiculously hard. To the point where we are probably losing most of our trades, but we're okay with it. So, yeah.
Good job, manager. Should I give my high school baseball coach the Diamondbacks rookie team 3-year job as the manager?
That'd be great. How does he handle the team?
Good, loves prospects. Who cares?
Perfect. Then yes.
Good relationships. Good. Look, excellent. Good. Some averages.
Oh, perfect.
No pours.
Yeah, that's great.
That's
perfect.
This guy's the man.
And he likes Sassoni, which is great.
Yeah.
Sassoni is one of our top prospects. He's only average with Walston. That's okay. But as long as Sassoni is doing well, that's a good sign.
He's good with Vukovic.
Good. Vukovic is also a top prospect for us.
I don't see anybody else in here
I just see Sassoni and Vukovic right now. Glenolin Hill Jr. is not too bad either, but he's kind of like an outskirt prospect where he could develop but he isn't exactly not exactly the best prospect in the world, but he could develop. Were all the MILB changes addressed? In terms of the rule changes, I was told no. They were implemented too late for us to be able to even get a crack at them. I don't know what the plan is. Yeah, all the hey, let's make the base bigger and make it so that way there's...
we're going to do that. I don't see that being a thing anytime soon.
Yeah. From what I've understood, we're probably not going to be implementing that, at least for 22. We're not going to be implementing that.
I think we got to see what happens in those leagues. Maybe we would crank up how much steals are in those leagues.
Yeah, we might look at the factors.
If it actually pans out to be something, but
if it actually works, yeah.
But we didn't put the pick-off limit or any of that weird stuff. We're not going to do that. We don't really have a spot for
team affiliations. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
all of the affiliations. We have all the new leagues. Yep. All of that is in the game.
Yeah, all that stuff.
I'm still a little bit sour about all of those, but that's okay. I understand why they did it.
Legit, couldn't tell you all the team affiliations we have right now. What do we got here? Sod Poodle. Sod Poodle's new to the Diamondbacks. They were the Padres.
Yes, that was
Hillsborough
the
Hops and
Padres
Rawhide
team.
still, and Aces. Okay, so that's all
Hops
still
was
right.
originally there. Yeah, it was just one new team. Same thing with the Rockies.
No.
They basically lost one team.
You know what I'm gonna wear?
What?
I'm gonna. Well, I can't.
I'll say you have a Sod Poodles hat, don't you?
You know what? I'm gonna wear my rest in peace Kane County Cougars hat.
No, we did not get additional jersey slots, unfortunately, Cardinal fan. I'll be advocating for that for 23.
Don't do it.
Definitely.
I'm gonna advocate
No?
against it.
Advocate against it, and then it will actually happen. We don't want it.
St. Paul Saints no longer independent.
Yeah, they're no longer independent, unfortunately.
Yeah, so now we're just down to our AAA, AA, High A, Low A Rookie League, and then our Dominican teams.
I do appreciate that. The idea that you have to load up a team and suddenly they've had 8 minor league teams versus another one that has 6. It's just kind of like, okay, why did they have more? Like, why do the Yankees and Dodgers have more minor league teams than other teams?
I think that was the thing. I think the Yankees lost like 3 teams.
Yeah, they lost a lot. Dodgers, I think, lost 1 or 2. Yankees lost 3, and that was just helping them develop players. That's all it was for.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And now we can see almost our whole minor leagues if we're looking
at that.
How we're looking at this.
Yeah, and if you need to, you can always just go to the the minor leagues tab instead, and you can see them all from there.
Or I could throw this into full screen and we can see all of them.
Whoa! Or you could get a widescreen monitor and you could see everything.
FYI, only running at 1600 by 900 for the stream. Hold on, if I do this, I can do this if we want to go full screen. I'm just saying.
TJ's gonna break stuff.
Everything
but the last rookie team, because we like to have the injury list on. You'd have to take off the injured list and move everybody up one notch, and then add the last team.
Yeah, Cole Calhoun.
Yes, we have Cole Calhoun.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Why are the injuries in lowercase, Matt?
Are they custom? Custom diagnoses?
Torn knee meniscus.
I know that custom diagnoses can be in minors. I think if they've been added to the game, like after certain there are some injuries we've added to the game that are all minors and some that have capitalizations.
Just keep yelling Matt, and you'll find out an answer.
Eventually, the wild Matt will return. I'm certain it's something with the injury templates and how they're imported into the game.
To look up, so he's good.
Oh,
I'm just rocking full screen now. Now that I get all these windows.
Yeah, you got to.
Maybe I'll keep it in full screen. Again, 1024 by something. Oh, let me see. Oh no, this is actually technically not. This is maximized, which I guess technically isn't 1024 by 1280. What 1920 by 1080?
It's like 19. What is it? 1914 by 1060 or something. It's like a slightly reduced because of normally because you have the toolbar at the bottom.
Matt, why are
wherever your Windows has it at? TJ's nitpicking.
I think the toolbar is either 80 pixels or 100, depending.
It's fine on the stream. It's something, but yeah. Yeah, I think they're custom diagnoses, which those don't have the capitalization that you're expecting. So if you go to those players, if you go to Calhoun and you actually go to his editor page, we could actually check and see if it's custom diagnosis or if it's actually a template.
Listen,
injury.
Put whatchamacallit on, right?
Oh, you put the commissioner mode off.
You want me to turn on commissioner mode like a cheater?
Just for a second.
Torn meniscus, custom injury. Who did that? Who do we have to yell at for this?
Well, if it's a custom one, then we can just change it ourselves because that's just a custom inputted, typed in injury. And that's just because whoever typed it in doesn't like capitalization, so we can go scream at whoever did that.
Who was it? Give me names. I want names!
Matt, we demand to know your person.
Matt, who's typing in names incorrectly? It's very upsetting.
Who's using all lowercase in a game that definitely needs uppercases?
All right. Alex, great news. Since we like talking about computers here, got a new keyboard on the way.
Which one did you get?
On the way. I got the old Ducky 1-2.
Ooh.
In Bon Voyage. Look that up. It is beautiful. Then I had to buy myself a white mouse to go with it. So I got the glorious Model O. It's got air vents for fast clicking.
Wait, air vents?
Yeah, buddy.
Oh my gosh.
Glorious Model O. Check it out. Got a spoiler and everything. I don't know if it's Model O. I think it's Model O, not Model 0. Yeah.
Reminds me of when Logitech was putting the little plastic, what was it, wrist protectors on their keyboards. Things were so flimsy. Oh, good grief.
The nice Model O wireless.
Yeah, what on earth is with that crazy Katie cat? Like air vents? Seriously?
Air vents. BAMF sensor. I think
because you gotta overclock that keyboard a little bit, man.
I think I know what BAMF stands for, and I'm not sure why you would say that for a mouse, but
why would you say that for a mouse?
BAMF. I only know that because I listened to way too much Dane Cook back in the double O's.
Oh, it's not air vents. It's just the hexagonal design for the plastic. Okay.
Air vents.
Those are not air vents.
Did you see the keyboard? Keyboard's sick looking. Double shot PBT keys. Let's go. I got the full keyboard.
Oh my god.
Love the numbers. Gotta have the numbers. I'm not a 10 keyless kind of guy. It's so beautiful. I just want to know how red this red is. Because if it's like red and it's like, I just bought a Braves keyboard, let's go.
That would work. Okay. That would work.
I just want this thing to be, I want this mouse supposed to be clicking, gonna be clicking crazy, gonna need a new mouse pad.
Yep.
Need a Teflon mouse pad. It's gonna be like flying around, making trades like you've never seen before. Like boom, accept that trade. Yeah. Discuss.
Oh my gosh.
Decline. Yeah, durable. Okay. Have we done everything? We need a minor league. I need to make sure I turned off commissioner mode. I did not. But I did make it capital T, torn meniscus.
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. Yeah, see, we still have to do stuff. You can't leave. We got stuff to do. We got to hire a pitching coach, then we got to talk about setting the staff roles.
Okay.
Pitching coach.
So yeah, we want to get all of our coaching staff done, everything ready to go.
Now I feel like I have to actually look for a good coach.
Oh gosh, me look for a good coach?
No, I feel like we have to look for good coaches now.
Oh yeah, we gotta look for good coaches now.
But I just want to go with Scott Erickson because it's Scott Erickson.
Yeah.
I can't just go Storm Davis because he's Storm Davis.
I mean, you could do either or technically. The question is going to be whether or not they help our development for the teams we're looking at.
Steve Carsey, let's go.
Carsey,
I don't know.
There we go.
I haven't looked. Is this team power pitchers? Relationships? Why am I just seeing relationships? Where's my development stuff? What did you break here?
Break what?
No more development stuff? This is just relationships? That's all we care about now? Where's my, how much does he love these guys?
So the development of players is going to be his ability to develop pitching.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go back to his profile, there should be a...
Remember on relationships, we used to have like...
Yeah, normally it would be split. You would see relationships and the development.
Yeah, I'm assuming you broke something.
Wait, is he... Wait a minute. Yeah, normally we should have a screen that tells us, his pitching profile. Unless they took that out to make it more streamlined. Let me see. Go back to his profile page really fast, because that's just going to be his relationships. His pitching focus.
Let me tell you. First off, Bill Murphy here. We should get him. Diamondbacks. Let's go.
Yeah.
Who are we looking at here? Steve Carsey.
We were wondering about Carsey and his pitching focus, and then how well he develops.
Matt says
that's gone. Okay, so instead we have to just go with the pitching coach focus, and then the teach pitching. That's going to be what is going to be our approach to knowing about that.
Let me tell you what I'm going to do first, actually, is I'm going to go down to the Rookie League team. I'm going to check this out.
Can his relationships change throughout the season? Well, they won't change player to player. Well, no, sorry. They will change player to player, but they won't change with an individual player over the course of the regular season, I don't think. Because that's the set in stone, like the style in which is that how he handles players? Yeah. That should be how he handles players, and that's pretty much set in stone. So, one player will not will not get worse or better over the course of a regular season. In terms of how that relationship will change. But if you move people up or down in the minors, the players you add or remove are going to have differences on the relationships. Yeah, we got to figure it all out instead. So Matt's right. Basically, so instead of it giving us just a quick sheet on how to be able to know exactly what we're signing, we have to look at the pitching focus, the relationships, the teach pitching rating, handles development of rookies or major league people, and make sure we get the right person with all of those. So we'll probably want to end up having custom views, TJ, when we do.
I also have to take out all these overall columns.
Yep, all the overall columns
doesn't want to see overalls.
Not going to work.
So what do we want here? We want. Where is my what kind of pitcher you are? That's not miscellaneous, right? That's in. Type. Type.
There you go. Yeah, so you can no longer hope that your manager and top prospect will eventually get along. They won't, because that's the manager's style, and the prospects, not style, temperament. The temperaments, if the temperaments don't match, they probably will never get along. So
this team has a lot of finesse pitchers, so we're going to want a finesse pitching coach.
Yes, we will definitely want to be looking at the finesse focuses. That's now, is that all? Is that a lot of our top prospects are finesse pitchers, or is that because technically, like Sassoni, Walston,
they're not going
Levi Kelly,
they're not going to be down this low though.
No,
this is just like rookie. This is Arizona rookie league, or this is.
Oh, you're in the rookie system. Okay, all right. So that's fine then. Oh, there's Walston. He's normal. Walston is normal, so that's interesting. So he won't have any type of that basically means that he won't be affected by any
question. Should I just
from what I understand.
Should I just do organize the minors for me?
Sure.
I think that might actually clean up some of this. Actually, we should. So I should move Galen to the IL, right?
Yes, we'll have to move Zach Galen to the IL, probably on the short IL.
Yeah, let's do that.
Because he should come back soon enough.
What do we want to bring up? Do we have we could bring up Widener? He's already on the 40-man. We also have some 40-man spots if we want. Do we want to go maybe sign someone?
From the free agency system, or are you talking about coaches?
No, sign a free agent pitcher for the time being.
Oh, there are quite a few that we actually want to sign.
Oh, geez, let's go.
Give me it. So the thing is that basically everybody who's highlighted or emboldened, capitalized on this list are people that I think we should get, because not only can we get them, we can get them for a minor league contract. So there are quite a few players that we can take high flyers on. If we deem that to be something that we'd be liking to do. Also, you're viewing that by OSA scouting. Can you go to our head scout instead?
Why do you have all this stuff? This is all your stuff that was set up by you. I just want you to know that. So we're picking up Cole Hamels, is what you're saying.
I mean, we actually could be picking up people like Danny Salazar and Cole Hamels. If we got rid of some people who cost a little bit, we could turn around and acquire some players. Now,
I'm just letting you know the only pitcher that we have on the 40-man currently is not on the major league team is
Duplantier?
No, it was Widener.
Oh, okay. So there's a lot of people who are off the 40-man who probably should be on the 40-man.
We can call him up. I have no problem with that, unless we want to bring up someone else. Like, do you want to bring up Duplantier?
We're much more likely to bring up Duplantier than...
We want to bring up Cole Stapler because I love him.
He probably
Cole
wouldn't be
Stapler's here, babe. We don't got to trade for him. He's here.
You're just going to love the first trade I'm going to recommend for us, TJ.
I'm not doing anything. We're keeping this team. It's going. All right, so we're bringing up Duplantier. He's going to be our guy.
I mean,
I just want to make sure we get our major league roster set where we want it before we do the minors and then go figure out who this minor league pitching coach is.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Duplantier is supposed to be our number 5 starter. In all honesty,
that's fine. I'm going to ask the AI to set up our minor league system.
Yeah. So for now, he's at least going to be added to our 40-man at the least.
Show me the pitching for these guys. What did I want? Pitching ratings. Gotta add that thing. Gotta add that thing back. Add column. What was it? Pitching ratings. Type. Are green people important people, I assume?
Green people are people who are in the starting rotation.
Oh, my bad. Capitalized is important. Okay.
Capitalized means that I believe they are a prospect that we definitely want to be monitoring.
Okay. So this Diamondbacks rookie team that we have is all finesse people except for the 2 people that you want to monitor.
Of course. Who are both power pitchers.
They're power pitchers, but we also have Avery Short down here and Arizona. So I'm good with getting a power pitcher coach out here to get these
that'd be fine for Sony at least. Yeah.
So let's do that. So we're gonna
to make the names all have capitalization means that they have been shortlisted. Shortlisting is a way for you to be able to have a bunch of players added to a custom list that you can then review and monitor or make changes to those players if you have control over them. We've done that for free agents that we're interested in acquiring, and then people that I believe there's like 361 players or so. No, there's more than that. But there are players that I believe fit our structure of rebuilding the D-backs. And I've highlighted all of them, and I've added them to a short list. And so we'll be able to go through that short list, see if there's anybody we want to acquire, and go and try to acquire them. That is the goal. There's different strategies you can take with short lists. They can be extremely customizable.
Save is cool. I gotta take out this. Move column.
One of the best ways to use short lists is actually to use that to, well, no, not as useful anymore because we finally updated last year. We updated all of the player draft stuff, but for the longest time, I would do a short list of all of my potential prospects in the first year player draft. I would put all of them into their own custom short list. I'd weed out the ones I don't like, and then I would work off that highlighted list in the player draft to know, oh yeah, this person's highlighted or capitalized. They're on my list. I want to get them. So if it's my turn to draft, I'd look for my capitalized players, take them first.
All this right-clicky stuff wasn't in there before, right? This is all new, right?
All the what now?
All the right-clicky stuff.
That should be new. Yes.
Right-clicking to add columns and everything. Love this.
I think those were originally part of the view customization tool. So now we've put them out onto the screen by right-clicking.
So much better.
That makes it very easy.
Normal, controlling, conventional. What are our thoughts on Chuck Krim?
Average is good for a rookie system. Power pitcher focus, not bad. 12 years of experience from California. That's fine though.
Good relationship with everybody.
And that's what I want to see. So
average with Saccone. How do you say this guy's name?
Saccone. Oh gosh, now I can't say it because I did not call him Saccone last time.
You called him Cicerone.
Sissoni?
Sissoni.
Hold on. Now I gotta know his pronunciation.
You want to look for a better relationship with Sissoni.
I mean, we don't have to go all in on that.
I'm just saying, if we're going to focus on a power pitcher guy.
He was the first round 33rd overall pick of the 2020 draft, though. So,
hold on. If you're saying that. Just saying. See where is he in here? We got him in the top 40, you think? Sissoni. Because if he's not in the top 40, I'm not even playing his game. Slade. First off, I need to know much more about Slade Sissoni, the number 6 prospect according to Baseball America's handbook.
Oh yeah.
First round supplemental signed by Eric Cruz. Sissoni looked like a polished starter who could marry explosive stuff with overpowering results in his first look over the summer of 2020. Less to show that he can pitch deep into games and maintain his best stuff over the long season. I love Sissoni. His fastball sits 95, touches 98 with impressive life. Backs up his here, the wipeout slider. Let's go. Can we just give this guy a job now? He's ready.
I wish. He's another of those college people, I believe.
Let's make sure
that the D-backs love to acquire.
All right, I'm happy. Let's get. Can I find a guy with a better relationship? That's my question.
That would be the other option. Yeah, if we find someone with a better relationship, and it'd be pretty good.
Like Matt Brew. Where's Sassoni? Show me Sassoni. I got a good relationship with Don Alexander.
I like Alexanders. I will always like Alexanders.
Good with. I'm not even going to guess how to say this guy's name because it looks like Bottle Ho, and I'm going to assume that's not it. Storm Davis. Storm Davis very much has him on good. Storm Davis, Jim Gott. Can I get an excellent relationship, please?
I mean, good's not bad. We can do Storm Davis. That would be okay.
True. Good is not bad.
Ooh, is Levi Kelly also on this club?
Yeah, I believe so.
If we can get Sassoni and Kelly on the same, Ross Grimsley.
Ross Grimsley, all right.
Oh man, Walston, Kelly, and I believe it's pronounced Shisoni.
Shisoni?
Shisoni.
That's the
because
letter
it's
C.
Italian.
A little Shisoni is what you're saying.
Little Shisoni.
Oh, what did you just say? A little Shisoni.
I don't know if that's how he wants it pronounced.
A little Gabagool. Is Gabagool in the chat today?
I'll have to hear what he calls himself, but
he's not,
supposedly,
not in the chat right now. Sorry.
Supposedly that's how it's pronounced.
Shisoni.
Good, it's not bad. That was deep. Now we're getting real deep into the logic.
All right, what was this guy's name? I was just looking at him. Ross Grimsley. Welcome to the squad. Did I just offer him a contract? Not even paying attention. He would sign a 2-year contract for $30,000 a season.
That's perfectly fine.
You know what else is perfectly fine? Me opening this window because it is getting hot in here.
And you're not even in Arizona.
Oh, I gotta hide my handbags. All right, second. You talk. Make them happy. What are we signing? Who are we signing next?
So, are there any other coaches that we need to be signing at this point?
That's all our coaches, to my knowledge.
All our coaches are signed? Awesome. That's great.
Boom. Why don't you talk about this while I open this window?
For the player staff roles. All right. So, for anyone who hasn't...
You talk now, and then I'm going to have to come back and you're going to tell me it all again. So, you know, thanks, buddy.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine. It's typical, TJ. So, yes, if you guys are not aware and you guys didn't play or weren't watching any of our updates, we have added a new staff roles page to your coaching staffs. Basically, there is now officially not only cohesion with your staff, but also abilities for your staff to impact a couple different parts of your team. Mostly, it's going to be teaching catching ability, teaching your infielders how to play the infield, and also teaching outfielders, as well as teaching running. And this is going to be able to allow your coaching staff, depending upon their skills, to be able to affect your team. And as you can see, we do have some problems with some of our coaches because they will struggle with certain types of personalities. And there are some coaches that'll work well with people and some that won't. So Luis Urieta is a tough one because he works well with normal people but doesn't work well with personable people. So he doesn't get along with our pitching coach or our hitting coach. And he's our bench coach. So that's going to be interesting.
Stay on the bench. Just sit there. Don't say nothing.
I guess
don't talk to nobody.
But
so big number good, bad number no.
I'm sorry.
So big number good, low number no, low, or we just want
big number means that they have a lot of people that will be whatever that line column is. That will be there are lots of those people. So there are that many number of coaches that fit that personality style and either works well with that coach or doesn't work well with that coach.
So we want as many numbers as we can.
We want to have as many numbers on the works well with column and zeros on the struggles with column. Otherwise, our staff cohesion will go down. Also, by the way, guys, when you fire coaching staff members, your staff cohesion will automatically go down from what I have been able to tell. It will drop back down and come back up as you get more cohesion again because you've changed your coaching staff. It won't stay up there as far as I can tell. It won't stay at that level if you start to make moves. It has to like reset.
Teaching
Yeah. I was able to change all the settings, so TJ doesn't know what we're doing at all now. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna trade for the guys with the high overall. Easy.
I mean, that's yeah. If we could ever see the overall,
but I can't see them, so I'm just gonna trade for names. Cool. All right, coaches. Let's talk about some teaching roles. Go ahead.
Yeah, so the teaching roles, again, you can teach catching ability, teach infield ability, outfield ability, and base running, and that was just what we added for this year. We may be expanding upon that down the road, but for now, for this season, guys, it's just those 4. All right? We're going to start out small. Maybe we'll expand it down the road. We'll see about that. You can only select...
you only want to do 2.
Technically... Yeah, you only want to do 2 coaches at maximum before they start to become they become used too much and they actually get fatigued as a coach.
We give David McKay too many jobs, he gets overworked. Yes,
exactly. He gets overworked if you put him on too many. So don't do that. You'll want to make sure that your coaching staff diversify into different areas. So this is just one more thing to worry about for your coaching staff now. If you can make it so that way you have different people doing different things, that will help out your team a whole lot. Yes, TJ.
I have a question.
Yes.
What's better, outstanding or excellent? Excellent's the top?
Outstanding is better than excellent, I think. Unless excellent is all capitalized.
Matt.
It should be outstanding, excellent, and then I think it's...
Excellent's green, so I'm going to say outstanding is blue. And outstanding is blue, so it should be outstanding. Outstanding's
yes. Yes, so outstanding is on top. Outstanding is the best one you can do.
Gotcha. So
no, wait. There's legendary.
There is legendary.
Legendary is all caps. It is the top.
Pause.
It's the best you can possibly get.
Are we firing this guy?
Who?
This guy right off the jump.
Our team trainer? Absolutely.
Absolutely. Sorry.
Absolutely, he's fired.
Well, we should probably just make sure there's somebody else.
I mean, he's signed for 5... Or no, he's not signed for 5 years. Is he signed for a long contract right now?
Hold on.
There's somebody better, TJ. Don't worry about that.
I'm going to assume there's one.
There's definitely somebody better.
One of these God Squad guys. All right, so I'm getting rid of this guy. Just firing him straight up.
I probably would just fire him straight up because that kind of trainer ratings is bad.
Get out of here, Ryan D. Panfilo. Gone.
Sorry, Ryan.
Ryan, if you're watching,
wait for it.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry. You know who would make a good team trainer? Saying if there was someone that was so athletic that they could be a professional football player, retire,
a health nut,
then become a professional baseball player.
Doesn't he also like a professional isn't he also like a professional healthcare
sure
body and wellness person too, like in his Instagram pages? We could use someone like that as well. Yes, Bartolo Colon. That's exactly what we're looking for.
Brown-eyed handsome man.
His self-confidence would rub off on everybody.
Tim Tebow has no interest in being our trainer.
Oh.
Damn.
Damn. What is his training ability anyways? I don't even know what it is.
Tim Tebow. Training ability.
Does he have any? While you're looking for that, I'm going to see if there's any more...
I wouldn't even know where to
any more questions. I don't even think he actually has any, because normally it would show up unless we have to change his approach to coaching to team trainer. I think he's probably...
You want to change his approach to coaching? Listen. I'm just saying, we can change his approach to coaching.
We can change it and see what it would look like.
I just want to know what's up with Tim Tebow. Now, is he going to be going to do college? Are we not going to have him on Saturdays when he's doing college football games? Training focus unknown. Balanced.
What's his? He has zeros. He has zeros across the board. He doesn't have any training ability.
I feel like she had 256s all the way down.
No trainer ability. Ah.
Fine. Sorry, Tim Tebow. I tried. Tim.
You can't be a trainer.
Tim, I tried. I want you to know that I tried.
We did.
I was here for it. No, you didn't. I did. I said we're going to get Tim Tebow the coaching job. You're like, let's get Bartolo Colon out here making jokes.
Well, no, chat comes in and it's like, we should get Bartolo, and we're like, why not?
First off, do we sign Rick Jameson in every franchise?
Yeah. He's going to be the one person that everybody signs.
Wait. Tell me about Mike Rickard. I don't love the prevent arm injuries. I love some of these legendaries, though. The only man with multiple legendaries. Mike Rickard. Just saying. I mean, the answer is Rick Jameson, so I'm not sure why you're looking at anything. But legendary prevents arms. Outstanding prevents legs. Excellent.
I mean, Rick Jameson is one of the best coaches to pick up. Yes.
Is he a real person? Why is he so good?
Yes.
Why is he not on the team? That's what
I have no idea.
Does Rick Jameson have a troubled past?
Maybe?
I have no idea.
Oh, he was with the Boston Red Sox.
Listen, I'm going to tell you right now. John Henry's watching this stream, and he's going to pick him up. Just saying.
Unless the Boston Red Sox have got somebody better right now.
You want to go look? We can go look. We could hire him away from the Red Sox.
We could hire him away from the Red Sox.
Let's go, baby.
One of our new features, ladies and gentlemen, is you can actually steal away other people's coaches.
Red Sox. What do we got here?
Rick Hansen to keep a job. I don't actually know
Brad Pearson,
how many jobs he's had either.
Fair and decent.
Really?
This guy's not even good. I'm gonna hire him.
Woof.
They
must still they must have some faith in Brad Pearson.
I'm gonna hire him just so we can fire him. Well, I can't do that right now, I guess. Or I think I'm on the wrong screen. It's okay. Diamondbacks.
So Jameson was the assistant trainer for the Indians from 2002 till 2012.
Those are some good Indians. Whoa, wait. Is that like prime Grady Sizemore time?
That would have been prime Grady Sizemore time.
I don't know.
He was only the head trainer.
No, Matt. Out of the Park 23.
Wait, you can't steal trainers?
Out of the Park 23, I'm announcing it here, steal a trainer mode. Matt, make it happen. Tell me how many programmers you need. I'll call somebody.
Disappointed. Oh, well. But that's fine. That's fine. So Jameson was the head trainer of the Boston Red Sox just for 2012.
Okay, what else? That's it?
That was it. I believe he has not had a job since.
Maybe he's freelance.
Well, no, I bet you he has. I don't think he's had that page updated.
Check his Twitter.
I need to now, yeah.
Now we got to find out what's up. Oh, what if it sends it bad? I don't want that to happen. Matt Jameson on LinkedIn. Not the same guy. This guy's a Greater Seattle area automotive professional. All right. All right. I need 635K. Seems like a lot, but.
But for the skill set that he brings to the team in terms of training, that's actually worth it.
To keep the guys healthy. That's what I want. Okay. I think we're good here.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit the button to like opening day. How's that sound?
Wait, you're going to go all the way up to opening day?
It's March 7th. Oh, it's March 17th. Okay. We'll get some time.
We're not going to make any trades or make any moves?
Listen, man, you're already ready?
I mean, I actually have some ideas.
I want to see what's up.
All right.
Best part is, guess what? We can do our own moves now. You want Duplantier as our 5th starter?
That would be the approach for right now.
No Matt Peacock?
I mean, you can do Peacock, but if I get my way, we may not have Peacock.
Oh, God. All right, go ahead.
Do you want me to show?
Tell me what you want to do.
Show off to you guys what we're thinking about doing, and then
show off to you guys. You're going to tell me, so I can veto it.
Yeah, but I say, because then you can decide if you want to do it or not.
Hold on. Can I do polls?
Do we have the ability? Are we not affiliated still?
I don't think we can do polls because Twitch doesn't know how their own system works.
You ever play someone and they lean back?
No, I don't ever play someone and they lean back. Why are you auto-playing sound, Twitch? Unbelievable.
Zach Gallen, unfortunately, was a number 1 starter, and he is injured. So,
yes, we got this game up to date as of today. Technically, yesterday.
Yeah. Let me see if there's any other questions in chat that I can answer here really fast.
Where's the Steam? What? I don't even. Twitch.
Jason Ruin asked if there are going to be ability to add selected individual training assignments down. Not for this season. Maybe down the road we'll look into that. That's a lot of custom coaching work and players. Just that would be a lot of work for users to do. So maybe we'll do that down the road. But for 22, no individual coaching assignments to players. When hiring a trainer, is there any attribute that is more important? Just looking for blue and green color ratings. What's more important is to make sure that the coach, if it's a pitching or hitting coach, that they actually will effectively help the people that you're trying to train. Now, their ability to develop or teach, it's supposed to be teach pitching, teach hitting. You want to make sure those are as good as possible. Their reputation is not going to be the most important thing to be looking for. So as long as they can teach pitching or teach hitting correctly and as high as possible, that's good. But you also want them to be able to have good relationships with your players, as well as if they're a pitching coach or hitting coach, if they have focuses that are that match up with your prospects, that's a bonus. So there's a couple different things you have to look for. Balancing all of those out is going to be the hardest part. Finding somebody who does all of them, probably not going to happen. So you gotta do a little bit of mix and matching.
Sick. We got Ryan Buckner. All right, tell me these terrible ideas that you want to do.
All right, so there are 3 trades that I think we have to do. A couple of them are debatable because, unfortunately, because of the higher difficulty in trading, this is going to be much, much harder than it has ever been before.
Mm-hmm.
So the first team we would want to be trading with, and I think I'll do this one first because it's the one that is debatable the most, is going to be actually with the White Sox.
I would probably start with your least debatable, but let's go.
No. Let's start with this one first because I want to hear what chat thinks and I want to hear what you think.
I hate it. Who am I trading?
So we're trading with the White Sox.
Who am I trading?
And we are going to be trading away Tim LeCastro and Nick Ahmed.
Why would we want our good players? I mean, I don't know.
We don't need our good players. Come on.
Let me just hold on. First off,
TJ's still trying to find people.
No longer in commissioner mode. Just making sure we're good. Trade options. Trade player.
Yes.
Away to Chi-Town. Who wants to win now?
Yep. So they are in win now mode, and they will take a better fielding shortstop, and they will give us quite a lot for him.
Why?
So
why are they going to give up batting champ Tim Anderson? Why do they not want?
Because I don't. To be honest, I don't.
If we're not getting Garrett Crochet, I really don't want to hear this conversation anymore.
Oh, I wish we could have gotten Crochet. We're getting something a little bit close to that.
Jake Berger.
They wouldn't give me Crochet.
Bush.
They wouldn't give me Crochet for anybody. So we're looking to acquire Matt Foster.
Okay, I love me a Matt Foster.
We're also going to be acquiring Cody Heuer.
I love me a Cody Heuer. I don't see any
I know you love a Cody Heuer. And we're also going to be acquiring Lance Lynn.
I mean, I'm out on that part, but who's the last guy? Who's the first guy? Cody Heuer.
Cody Heuer. We're getting Matt Foster.
Don't trade anybody I have a GIF of, which is this guy. I don't know who this is. Is this
Zach Gallen? No, or is that Bumgarner?
No, this guy. This is
Eduardo Escobar.
Yeah, is he even on the team anymore?
Actually, he would be. If we do all my trades, he will still be on the team.
I'm with Mike Hazen on this one.
Escobar is interesting because he doesn't have a whole lot of trade value with the way we're set up, and he's expensive and only on a 1-year contract. So yes. So for this deal, we also have the White Sox retaining 50% of Lance Lynn's contract. Okay. And allow me to explain why we'd be taking on Lance Lynn.
Let me tell you right now why I don't like this deal.
Uh-huh.
I have a personal preference to not mess with guys that just got on teams.
Yes.
You know how I feel about that.
Yep.
They just signed Lance Lynn.
It doesn't feel right to take Lance Lynn from the White Sox after having just had them trade
Cody
him. But it has Heuer in the deal. And it's Foster. Like, these are 2 good relievers that we would very much love to get.
So would this trade be technically for Foster and the people? I believe that's a band.
Yes. Yes, it is. So So the whole entire approach for this trade is to save money and prepare us for next year, because Lance Lynn is on a 1-year deal for $8 million.
Mm-hmm.
He is a decent number 2 pitcher.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole entire approach for this deal
Lance Lynn probably
is to acquire... I'm sorry?
Is Lance Lynn not going to be the ace of the staff? I guess behind Zach Gallen, right? Yeah, I
guess. He'd be behind Galen by the end of the season. Yes.
Okay.
So the approach for this is that you acquire Lynn, you have him play the entire season, and you qualifying offer him at the end of the year. Because he won't accept a qualifying offer. He believes he's worth about $20 million.
Can you even offer him a qualifying offer?
At the end of the season, yes, you will be able to.
I feel like he's old enough that he would have been past that already. Cody Hewer. You know what his role is in 2020?
I'm sorry, say it again?
2020 is a power armed reliever who pitches late in innings, racks up plenty of strikeouts. I mean, I love Cody Hewer. That's the problem here. I have no... Okay, but here's my question. What are we doing with shortstop and right field? And why do I have the idea that you're going to tell me some more trades that we're making? Cody Hewer looking great in this game.
To be completely honest, I actually haven't gotten the shortstop part finished yet. I haven't had enough time.
This guy's like, let's just trade our shortstop. A position we have nobody to back up at.
There is an option where we work with the Twins to acquire Simmons.
Is it Dante
because he's expensive. We do have some options for shortstop as well. There is also an option of us going to the free agency list and acquiring a shortstop. So there are options. But Ahmed's contract, getting rid of him is pretty good.
I don't love Ahmed's contract. I mean, he's
so the issue, Mushroom, is that because of our harder difficulty, Ahmed does not get you that much. And this was probably the most I actually ever got for Ahmed. This was actually quite a lot.
Okay. Let me think about this here. I'm trying to see, is there's someone else we can throw in here? Can we get Yohan? Can we get Yohan Moncada? I'm gonna say no. Let me see some prospects here. We have to try to steal a shortstop here. Can we get a shortstop from these guys? Cesar Jimenez? I have no interest in Cesar Jimenez. He is
a
less than sign. Rodriguez, not a less than sign.
I'm not sure if the White Sox are going to have any shortstop options for us. We most likely would be looking to external teams to be able to acquire a better shortstop, or we'd be looking to either free agency or internally to acquire a better shortstop. Although they do have Sanchez, that's true. Yolmer is actually Yolbert, is actually a pretty good defender from what I remember too.
Yeah, we liked him.
You might even be able to just drop a little bit of Lynn's retainment and get that for free.
It's going to be like a 1.2 million.
Yeah, I'm assuming it'll be a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Oops, there we go.
Oh, I just broke everything. Oh,
actually, Yolbert's lost a little bit of his fielding ability. Was it Yolmer? Yolmer's the one who has the better fielding, right?
No, I think it was this guy. Once we traded for another one.
It was Yolmer. Yolmer was the guy who had the better fielding, supposedly. But he's been a third base, second base option for a long time, so...
I can get another 50K back.
No, that's right. That's right. Yeah, because Yolbert's the one that's been in the minor league system for the White Sox for a long time. Yolmer has been out and about playing with the Major League squad, went over to San Fran, joined the White Sox again at the end of the last season.
So it would cost us, we would lose about $1 million in the deal.
Yes. Actually, our money improves.
I mean,
so
but I mean,
yes, you're right.
From where we were, it would cost us about $1 million to get Yolbert Sanchez in the deal.
Okay,
back another 50.
That's not too bad, especially for the prospect that Yolbert is coming into the system at that point. That would be okay.
Still young, not going to help our real team, but
at the same time, our approach for the season is going to be to tank.
Yeah,
I'm just going to put it bluntly. We're tanking for the next 2 years.
He's not a guy that's going to come and play now because he's only played people. So.
Yeah, we're probably going to be looking outside of the White Sox for someone that would be a play now type player at this point.
So you're saying you want
So this deal would be the first one that I would do. Not only does it give us a qualified opening day starter in Lance Lynn, because he will be the opening day starter at this point. We can qualify offer him at the end of the season. Most likely than not, he will not accept it. We'll get a qualifying offer draft pick in 2022, which is good for next year. That helps us prep to lose money as well, since we get out of Ahmed's contract, which is 3 years at $7 million, I believe. We get two... More than that? Yeah. Oh, gosh. Yeah, so he's expensive.
7.5, 10 in 2023.
He's still really good. Like I like Nick Ahmed,
but he's already 30. Just turned 31.
He just turned 31. His defense is going to start to decline.
Can't really hit against righties. I mean, he's like okay.
Yeah, he's kind of a split platoon shortstop at this point. The arm reduction for the season was really bad.
I love the defense.
Yeah. So if we can find somebody who is similar to Nick Ahmed, that'd be great, but not for $7.5 million.
So we're gonna make this deal.
I'm ready to make this deal. I love that we get two really good relief pitchers to the deal. Lance Lynn, even though he just got on the White Sox, is a good acquisition for us.
I love Cody here.
I mean, I know a lot of people are gonna hate that we get rid of Tim LeCastro, but at the same time, there is really no spot in the outfield for him. Because we're having Barshow most likely in center. Beer wants to play in the outfield. We still have David Peralta. We have Cole Calhoun coming back from the injury list pretty soon. There's just too many outfield options for LeCastro to get good playing time.
Am I going to bid on this 2021 Topps Inception Baseball Cody Hewer auto for $850? But it doesn't finish for like 9 days. Beautiful card though.
Yes.
I'm gonna get some. We're gonna get some Cody Hewer cards. Ooh,
as we should.
Very pretty. $75 though. Not gonna happen. Remind me to buy Cody Hewer later. Buy all the Cody Hewer stock. So we're doing this. Chat, give me a 1 in the chat if we're doing this.
If you guys think it's good.
Give me a 7 if you think Alex is out of his mind.
Oh, I'm totally out of my mind.
Tim LeCastro, though.
Yeah, it's tough to get rid of Tim LeCastro. The speed is good. The fielding is decent.
We got outfielders, though.
We have outfielders. We have plenty of outfielders.
We can go get Hudson Head if we need.
Actually, Hudson Head is very much unobtainable.
Yeah, probably.
They like him a lot.
You know why? Because he just got traded in real life, so they'd want to keep him.
Yep.
Alex. All right. I see more 1s than 7s. So we're good. All right.
Good enough.
Whatever. It's Alex's team now. It's like that time we wanted to pitch to that guy. Complete trade.
And I predicted the home run and everything.
All right. Who's next? What's next? What do you want to do next?
All right. Let's talk about the one trade that I don't think we're going to do, but is an option. We'd have to go to the Yankees. This is a trade that we might end up. This might be one of our turnaround trades. We acquire players to then turn around and trade them.
Chad Green and Nick Nelson.
Actually, Chad Green is one of them, and Nick Nelson is the other one. Yes.
Now that is a perfect proposal. Perfectly awful.
Yeah.
I would not hesitate to make this trade.
Perfectly awful.
Why is there $2 million already?
So they will take this deal if we give them Ketel Marte and Asdrubal Cabrera. And this is the one trade that I don't think we're going to do, but I wanted to bring it up just because
we're going to have 17 pitchers and no fielders.
Chad Green is an excellent trade candidate.
Love him.
You can get a good amount for Chad Green.
So you just want Chad Green to trade Chad Green.
We would end up trading away Chad Green, most likely for a shortstop.
All right, give me what else you got first.
And
let's go to the next one, and then we'll come back.
Yeah, we can definitely do much better for Ketel Marte. This is just one of the options where Nick Nelson can either double up as a relief pitcher, or he can also be a starter.
I saw him pitch in Trenton Thunder. Pretty good.
Yeah, Nelson is actually a very good prospect. Green is an excellent person to be able to trade away if you want to get another trade bait person at that point. He's also very cheap. Plus, he could be serviceable for a season in your bullpen.
I mean, I think he's got the stuff. He's got the control. Fastball slider.
Yeah, the movement fly ball combo is a bit rough for Chad Green, which is why you'd most likely be trading him away. That would be someone that you would be utilizing in some kind of a deal to acquire either probably some prospects in some kind of an alternative secondary deal. That's the only reason why you do that.
Give me the next one. Let me hear the next one before we.
All right. This one again. The alternative trade to that one is going to be with the Twins. This is one I've been looking to do for a long time. This is one that's very interesting.
Max Kepler and Alex Kirilloff for Christian Walker and Blake Wilson.
So that's the beginning of it, unfortunately. There's more to it than that. We'd eventually end up adding J.A. Happ to their side of the deal.
Did you do all this?
I'm sorry?
Did you do all this and that's why this is here?
Yes. Sure. This is all of my previous work. So the stuff that I was working on, it'll still show up here.
Are we getting Travis Blankenhorn?
I wish.
Because he absolutely
They like Blankenhorn. Larnach is actually someone that we could be getting, as well as Belazovic, but Belazovic is extremely expensive. Cavaco, Blankenhorn, Celestino, Belazovic, a lot of these guys are hard to get. The Twins love their prospects. But for some reason, they don't really have a whole lot of demands for Kepler and Kirilloff, which is weird. I'm not sure if they just believe that they don't need them or if something else is involved, but it's actually not that hard to acquire Kepler and Kirilloff. So for this deal, we do have to... I'm sorry?
Didn't we just say that we already have depth in the outfield?
We do have some depth in the outfield, but what you can do with Kirilloff is you can either keep him in the outfield or you can train him at first base. Because Alex is... What's his height again? He's 6'2"? 6'3"? 6'2".
6'2". Okay.
He goes from being like a 3 to 3.5 star prospect in right field to being a 4-star prospect at first base. So that is something that I'm always interested in. Walston is a hard sell, though. I will agree on that. Walston has got some good potential development. So let me finish up the deal, and I'll let you see it all, because there's more to this deal. So originally, it would also include J.A. Happ on their side, so we'd get another veteran starting pitcher to basically be here for one season.
J-Happ, where are you here?
Now, there's an option where instead of Happ, we could try to get somebody like Simmons instead.
Well, J. Happ puts us over the budget.
It does, which is why we have to have the Twins. I believe they retained some of his contract. Let me double check on that, though. No, they do not retain any of his contract because we end up giving away...
You didn't do this math with
some more of our... Oh, no, because I had to get rid of Marte first because it was a $6 million contract. That's why. So this deal might not actually work unless we get some more money. But there is an option where it will work down the road if we make some financial changes and free up some space.
I don't hate this Max Kepler Kirilloff combo.
Yeah, it's a good combination. It's a good amount of perform well now and perform well in like 2 to 3 years.
All right, let's circle back. I like this trade. Let's circle back.
Well, there's more to that trade than just that because we have to add more people onto our end. It would also include Taylor Clark, our relief pitcher, and it would also include Luke Weaver, who is a top tier trade bait player for us.
Luke Weaver.
So it's a little bit harder because we have to get rid of those two guys as well. Now, I also had to pitch in some cash to the Twins for some reason. They liked that. It let me not have to... It prevented me from having to add more to the deal. Because the Twins are a little bit protective of Kirilloff. Slightly.
I kind of like Luke Weaver.
I kind of like Luke Weaver too. He's definitely one of those guys who's all in on his stuff. He has some problems with movement. But he is an interesting bounce back player. If you want to take a chance on him, there is always that as an option.
I think we take the flyer on Luke Weaver. He's had some good years.
He has had some good years. Yeah, the acquisition of Weaver from the Goldschmidt deal he was supposed to be, besides Kelly, the biggest trade piece coming back to the D-backs.
All right, what else we got?
That is actually the only 3 trades I've been able to come up with so far, as of right now. So, the one deal, the first deal we did was pretty easy. That's the one that's kind of like a no-brainer. We do that trade almost instantaneously. So we'll use this as just tantalizing trade bait for right now, that we are interested in Kepler and Kirilloff. We think we can acquire both of them. Our shortstop position needs some work. There are people that we are looking into to be able to acquire for shortstop that would be able to play. We also, of course, have some people in our own system who can play shortstop. That would be interesting. They wouldn't be as good as Ahmed as in terms of his defense, but they are options.
Ooh, that can't hit. Can't hit. Can play defense.
There are like 2 or 3 shortstops on the free agency list that I think would be interesting.
Can't hit, but can play defense. I see a lot of can't hit, but can play defense kind of guys.
Yes, there are going to be a lot of can defend, can't hit people, unfortunately.
Well, who are you thinking? Cliff Pennington, right?
So, I don't even know if Cliff Pennington is still available to actually acquire at this point.
It's right here.
Oh my gosh, he is. Cliff Pennington was great. Actually, one of the people that is an option is going to be Addison Russell.
I'm gonna have to hard pass on that one. Next.
Yep, that's what I was expecting you to say. There is also, oh gosh, who was it again now? I need to remember.
The guy in their system is too far away, right?
In our own system?
Yeah, Perdomo.
Perdomo's actually like almost ready. I think he was in Double-A last year, but he's really not a shortstop.
Remember, there was
he's really a third baseman.
Perdomo. Yeah, he's more of a third base.
Yeah.
He's with our Double-A team now. He was in the high
so
A
the
in 2019.
Okay, he was high A. Yeah, so that's where it's like, okay, I don't think we really want to go with that. Just because of his abilities.
All players in shortstops. Luis Alejandro Basabe.
Forgot we have Basabe.
More of a second baseman. Different Basabe from our other franchise.
Yep. Different than the outfielder Basabe.
Not going to play as Drupal Cabrera there.
I think but Cabrera is not going to be the option for that.
Ooh, I love me a Cam Duzenek. Can't turn a double play to save his life, though, apparently.
Played in Double-A last season.
Watched a lot of Cam Duzenek in 2019. There's no last season.
There was no minors last year.
Last season did not happen.
Jose Iglesias is a cheap option. Yeah. There is an option where we go out and acquire either a Jose Iglesias. Who is the other good defending shortstop?
They have 2 Iglesias. Jose Iglesias got the gap power. Jose Iglesias, low-key kind of OP. Gonna strike out for days, but wait.
Actually, he'll avoid striking out
this
for
can't
days.
possibly be right. Did he really hit 375 last year? 373
He
last
did.
year?
Yep, he did. He didn't play the full season, though.
Can we get Jose Iglesias?
We could try. I'm not sure if the Angels are going to be willing to get rid of him for cheap, but, you know.
It's not up, right? Filter, none, no trade block yet. Okay. Agents, upcoming free agents. Upcoming free agent shortstops. Javier Baez, not going to waste my time there. Carlos Correa, probably not going to waste my time there. Should we trade for Francisco Lindor? Fine. Just saying. Simmons, not going to waste my time there.
Galvis was someone that I was interested in, but his defense is not quite good enough.
No, Freddie Galvis. I'm surprised they even have him a shortstop.
Yeah, I'm surprised they have him a shortstop too.
I do love Aloy Garcia. B. Crawford.
I don't think Crawford's defense is that good anymore.
No, he's going to want too much too, probably. I mean, he's...
Well, but if he's a free agent, we would just have him for the 1 year. That would be the approach. But if he costs a lot of money right now, the Giants would have to eat most of that. Because we wouldn't want to take on money like that much amount of money. That would be a lot for us.
Yeah.
Baez is interesting because of the fact that he has arbitration for one last year, I believe. Otherwise, he's somebody else that you could do a qualifying offer on at the end of the year if you have him right at the beginning of the season.
Yeah. Trevor Story would be interesting.
I believe Story still has... Doesn't he have one more season?
No, he's got this season. He should have a qualifying offer, though, I think.
Doesn't he still have... Oh, no. So he would be an option if the Rockies were willing to eat some of his contract.
Hey,
because then we could either qualifying offer him and let him go, or you could build up around Story, even though he's already 28. He's a bit too old for what I think we're going to be trying to do. They probably will not take that much of his contract off.
Take it all.
100% of it all.
Nothing to make the deal work. All right. I don't... I think... Back. Give me back. I would like to see what Iglesias would cost us.
Yeah, I'd be interested in Iglesias. That was... He definitely is one of the people that I would not mind replacing Ahmed with, because he's about half the cost of Ahmed.
I'm going to have to give up a starting pitcher, I think, would be the play here. I know you don't like Matt Peacock.
Peacock can leave. I don't mind. We've also acquired Lynn, so we already have, an additional starting pitcher at this point.
It would be like Peacock and Marte, but...
Yeah, although, to be honest, if you're really going to get rid of Marte plays short, second, and center field. Not a great shortstop.
Yeah,
but
it was not very good.
He's not really going to be the best in the world.
A 30 shortstop here. I don't know. Give me a shortstop. Let's figure out a shortstop. Because we got to figure out something, because we're going to have a real big problem soon. Because I got to get how many guys off the...
Oh, actually, Nelly's actually got a great recommendation. That's actually someone I was looking at earlier too, is Rojas from the Marlins.
Okay.
Yeah, Rojas is actually a very good prospect to pick up. I don't know what the Angels would want for Fletcher, to be honest.
I think they're going to want... I'm sorry. I think they're going to want a lot for Rojas, actually. It's also 32 already. God dang. Team option for $5 million next year. Not bad.
just depends on how much they would be asking for him, in all honesty, because we could eat.
Is it one?
We could do 5 mil.
If there's not one Matt Peacock.
Kim's not going to work easy with us.
Stop wasting my time.
I mean, they've done a great job with that team. Kim's done an amazing job with them with the Marlins, anyways. So
Rojas really
it would not surprise me.
Yeah, I don't think we're getting Rojas. Without giving up some good stuff. We need a shortstop.
We could look and see.
Because right now we've already got too many pitchers, which is the problem. Someone's got to go, or someone's got to go down.
I wonder if the Indians would be willing to get rid of Jimenez for cheap, because they don't have him at shortstop right now.
The G? Jimenez.
Yeah. I mean, he's probably going to be super expensive to acquire, but
just start with Matt Peacock. Add more play.
And he wouldn't be the greatest shortstop in the world, but he'd be good. And he's also very, very young. Or is it not Jimenez? Who did the Indians get in addition to Jimenez?
Ahmed Rosario. The rap game in
Rosario. Wait, are they really throwing Jimenez at second with Rosario at shortstop?
That would be my guess.
So they're not throwing Cesar. Okay. Okay, yeah, they won't give us either of those guys for cheap then. Rosario is supposed to be the one in real life that's not going to get played at shortstop.
Yeah.
That's who I was thinking of.
Throw me an offer. Kettle Marte? Marte and Peacock, and then we ask for more?
Potentially? I don't think the Indians will do that. They're in rebuilding kind of mode at this point, so they probably won't like that deal.
Love me a Ben Gamel.
Gamel's good. Kiki wouldn't be, or Kike, I think is how it's pronounced.
The Red Sox?
Yeah, Red Sox. He's not too bad.
Got a contract though, right?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Oh, Mushroom is saying we could get Fletcher. They want Soria, Lopez, Weaver, and Walker? Is that with our settings? That would be interesting. Fletcher's not a bad option.
Shortstop,
as long as he's not too expensive.
Shortstop is questionable.
Ooh,
I don't think
he's got some money issues though. Yeah.
Fletcher.
Yeah, let's look at Fletcher really fast.
Oh, I know an answer. David Fletcher or Art Fletcher?
Yes.
I thought there was a very small person walking outside. It was a child.
Yeah, David Fletcher is a very good option if they will give him to us for.
Can he play short?
For a little.
He kind of play short.
He can play short. He can play enough of short that it would be a very good option for us to acquire him.
Christian Walker.
So Mushroom thinks we can be able to do Walker, Soria, Lopez.
Ooh, Andy Young. Who else does he want to throw on this?
Oh. I mean, Andy Young would be fine. He's a little bit of a prospect, but he's also going to be behind some of our other prospects. So Andy Young's not really someone that we are going to have much of a need to keep, as well as Cabrera, as Drubel's probably not going to be playing.
He's old. No offense.
Yeah, and he's got a little bit of money invested into him.
No offense to a guy that's almost a year younger than me, or more than a year younger than me, but he old.
But you old, boy.
Can I keep Luke?
All right. Okay. So, yeah, I wouldn't mind Weaver, Walker, Cabrera. That's some money going away. The Angels will eat $3.7 million of our contracts. Can we get away with not having to give away Weaver, though? That's the good question now.
Yeah, no, then they want like Varsho and
I kind of expect Varsho to be starting center fielder for us this year.
Well, it's a thing that you could do. We're giving up on him as a catcher?
Oh, yeah. You've got Kelly. Okay. You've got Kelly, and you've got another catching prospect down the road already.
I mean, we could throw Ketel Marte in this. Hold on, let me just look here. So what are we giving up? He's not making any money. All right, that gets a lot of Marte money out. I assume Struvel's not making anything. I mean, that gets the Marte money out.
Hmm.
And that figures out.
Yeah, see that's where Marte. We might do a different deal with Marte because he has a lot of money invested into him, and we could be doing more involved with the Angels. But I kind of want to see if Marte can get back to his ability from 2019. I don't think he will, but that would be the goal, would be to get Marte back up to where he was in 2019 before we do anything else. Ooh. TJ spots the Luis.
Just throwing out some ideas here. Just throwing out some ideas here.
Patrick Sandoval's good.
Not doing any.
He's a very interesting prospect.
Not doing any of that.
Yeah, they'll once we start getting into the list of prospects, like you just saw, that's when you know that they're asking for too much. So I probably wouldn't include Marte in this deal. I would go back and do Weaver. We might trade Marte away for like a really good pitching prospect instead and see if that works.
Okay, well, we'll see if we can get a pitcher back.
Because Weaver is an interesting person to try to go with, but I don't think his movement's going to go well in Arizona.
Okay. Can I throw out a wild idea here?
Sure. Oh gosh, we could get Ohtani if we just add in Varsho or Marte.
Marte.
Ooh. Yeah.
Gotta play the field though.
I mean, I'll put Ohtani in right. We'll make it work.
Actually, the contract ain't really a big deal.
Yeah, that's a good deal. I'll take Ohtani and Fletcher.
Our money would go up a lot.
Oh yeah, his money will go up a ton. But the idea is you'd be.
What happened to this is hard trading?
What happened to what?
Where's the hard trading? I'm about to get Ohtani and David Fletcher for a bunch of old guys.
Well, this is, again, the AI doesn't believe that Ohtani is an ace because of his past injuries. OOTP 22 has Ohtani at a much conservative value. Like if you go back to his page, you'll notice.
Why am I always on OSA ratings? What did you do to this game?
I haven't done a thing.
This is why you don't let people touch your games. This is why you make your own saves. You don't touch nothing. We got him higher than OSA.
So the issue
I've been looking at OSA this whole time.
This version of Ohtani is not, 2 years ago Ohtani when he first joined and was a 5-star prospect. This is reduced Ohtani because of his injuries. He can still hit. He can still throw really, really hard. But this is an interesting trade option right here, though. I probably would still do this.
So buttery. We can get Ty Buttery here too. That's actually not bad too.
Boutre?
Yeah, Buttery.
Yeah. Boutre's a good relief option. Yes.
Then we do have to update the game for all of the Shohei Ohtani power from the spring.
Are we gonna do that
after we trade him?
After we trade for him, we're gonna be like, oh yeah, by the way, we did need to update Ohtani. Let's just go ahead and do that really fast. And he's got 60 power already. That's actually probably about right. Knowing everything.
I want to look for your. I'm gonna look for some capital letter guys just for you.
Ah, okay.
I'm gonna use your weird system that you.
All my shortlisted people.
Joe Adell.
Oh gosh, if they'd give us Adell, that would be an instant win.
I mean, I don't hate this.
I don't hate it either.
I want one more piece because this is out of the park. I want one more piece.
Yeah, we kind of would like that last thing to push us over the edge that would just be like, yes, this is an instant deal. Well, and the really cool part is if by the time that Ohtani reaches free agency, we do not feel like he is going to be a part of our club, we could qualifying offer him and let him go.
Ibandel Isabel is apparently with the Angels now.
Yes, he left the Reds because of, what was it, Rule 5 or was it waivers?
Oh, he's Rule 5 pickup?
I think he was no, I think he was waived. I think he got waived.
Yeah, granted free agency.
Is Jeremiah Jackson available?
Jeremiah Jackson. Is this a joke? This man is a bullfrog. Can't trade for a bullfrog? You're far too young for that joke, apparently.
Yeah, I am, unfortunately.
Harry Mason.
Oh, he's also not that good. Oh.
This guy's got to be from... oh my God! I knew this guy was from Boston the second I saw his name. The second I'm like,
of course.
I'm like, is Packy Naughton from Boston? Obviously. This guy definitely packs his cotton Harvard Yard. Not even a question.
A question.
Packy Naughton.
Oh my gosh. Oh, good grief.
This dude knows 7 to 43 people named Sully. Not a question.
Yes.
Not a question. Packy Naughton coming over. Packy Naughton's the kind of guy that, like, you got to do some stuff. You call Packy Naughton up, and he's like, whose car are we going to take? We're getting Packy Naughton. I don't care. We got him.
All right,
who's next?
Add him to the list.
Blake Lively. Werner Blake Lively.
Could we... Oh, would they potentially give us Hector Jan?
Is Esteban's brother? Son? Make an effort.
I was like, he's good. Hector Jan is
Packy
actually
Naughton.
very, very
Where
good.
is first off, Gabagool Luigi has shown up. Gabagool Luigi, you missed it before. We learned about what's the guy's name? Shoshone? What was the guy's name?
Yeah. I can't even remember how to pronounce it.
A little pepperoni Shoshone. Guy's name? Cicerone?
Shisoni?
Shisone. I think it was Shisone. Shisone! They need... Can you email... I need you to email JJ Cooper. Next year's book has to have the pronunciations.
Pronunciations, please.
A little slate Shisone.
Please.
Hold on. Beantown? Definitely not here, right? Beantown. Beantown. In my DMs, because I play Call of Duty with him too much. Packy Naughton. Packy Naughton, he's in that commercial. They just replaced him with David Ortiz at the end. Smat Pack?
So I guess Smat Pack.
Oh, yes. Packy Naughton.
Yes.
Love it.
So I guess to finish this trade, could they retain some of Ohtani's contract just to make it potentially as good as we possibly can do? I don't think we'll be able to get something like a Reed Detmers or anything like that. We're not going to be able to acquire one more really good potentially MLB ready prospect in this deal. But if they could retain a lot of Ohtani's contract,
they'll take 65% of it.
Then that would make it worthwhile, because now we have literally no investment money-wise into Ohtani. Yeah.
You think it's smarter than me? I listen to way too many Bill Simmons podcasts.
Good grief. Yes.
Oh, all right, well, hold on. I'll take you to 0. Oh, I can't get
Kevin. Find?
How to get Kevin Mayatan?
Oh, Mayatan. He's good too.
Ruined that guy's life. He's still only 21 years old. That was one of those guys that Copy was doing the bad stuff with. And that's why he's banned from baseball for life. I can't get Kevin Mayatan.
I think the 65% for Ohtani is perfectly fine. I think that's it.
Forgetting Packy.
I think that's our deal.
Aaron Hernandez. It's not even a question. Denny Bradley? I don't know who Denny Bradley is, but I'll take him.
Denny Brady?
Sure. Hold on. You know what this would be a good time for? You think you're better than me? What does this team? The Angels? Good thing I got this.
This is the Angels?
Good thing I got this prospect handbook over here. We cannot get Jeremiah the Bullfrog Jackson. Okay. Brandon Marsh, not going to happen. Chris Rodriguez? What's the review on Chris Rodriguez? Got a guy named Kelso? Chris Rodriguez. Chris Rodriguez. Is this a joke?
Once you get into like the top 25 prospects for a team, they're not going to like our trade. We'll be asking for way too much.
I already traded this guy. Let me know if Beantown shows up. Thankfully, playing Warzone with Beantown and some Canadians, I've picked up the Boston accent more than the Canadian accent. Yo, these guys, I play with these guys. They live in Canada, and I'm not talking about fake Canada, like where Chris lives, or like people in Montreal. Oh, Beantown's here. Beantown, you see this guy? You see this guy right here? Look at that name. Do you know this guy? This guy in Seven Sullies? You know these guys. Packy Naughton? You know him.
He even has the hair and everything.
He's got the little red beard?
Yep. You gotta believe
this guy was definitely breaking bricks at some point. Not even a question. Packy Naughton's got the smart pack. Not a question. Packed his car in Harvard Yard.
Oh, good grief.
Dude, Packy's definitely been at Chestnut Hill all the time. Zero question. Packy Naughton has been to that restaurant that I can't think of the name of.
Oh gosh.
Not a question.
The one we've talked about on the stream before.
Yeah, but I can't remember the name of. We checked that Hector Yan, right? Jack. What about?
We tried Hector Yan. He's good, but he won't come across. He's too good.
What about Jack Rakonowitz?
We could try him. There's also a chance that you could try to go after.
First off, I have a question. How did I say Jack Rakonowitz the right way? Because he's from Philadelphia, and I definitely just randomly threw on Kevin Costner from JFK's accent for that one. I don't know where that even came from. Interesting.
It might also be the worst deal this person's ever seen. So that's
Sean Knowles, no relation to Beyonce.
I say Knowles or Brandon Marsh might be interesting people to look at.
We're getting Brandon Marsh.
Marsh is a bit of a higher prospect. I don't think there'd be any chance of us getting him either.
He's on the 40 man, right?
I believe he is.
Gonna say it all with Boston accents now. Pepe's Pizza. No, Greg, what's the place on the corner of Fenway Park behind home plate?
Yeah, Marsh is number 5 string outfielder for the Angels right now, so he's actually not too hard to acquire. He might be in AAA right now. If he's not on the 40-man, he might have got taken off the 40-man because we kind of had to reset a lot of the 40-men because of 2020.
It's a pizza place. They got a couple places. Brandon Marsh.
Yes.
Oh, he has to think about it if we add Brandon
Oh,
Marsh.
what can we add on to make it work then?
Let's go. No, cast now. They'll take Andy Yerzy.
That's fine.
Some catcher that's never going to catch for us.
Yeah, that would be okay. I wouldn't mind getting rid of Yerzy. Yeah.
Like, I don't think I would give up any of these other guys.
No, none of the other guys on that list are give-upable at this point.
I mean, he's a hop. He's durable. He's Canadian. I see a lot of things I like about Andy Yerzy right now. Durable Canadian.
Well, we could throw some money and see if that helps make it easier.
No, we're good there. That's good with you. I'm good with you.
I like this deal.
Wait. We can keep a mill.
I like it. Hazen likes it. Perry likes it.
Does the chat like it?
Chat, what do you guys think?
No,
1-0. 1 yes, 0 no.
Yeah, you do that while I look up the name of this restaurant by Fenway Park.
20% Ohtani retained, so we'll get about 1.7 mil off his books. We get Marsh and Fletcher as potential people to play for this season. We'll lose Marte and Weaver and Walker and Cabrera, but we also improve our money by $7 million, which allows us to make more options.
Seth Beerworks is the name of the place.
Beerworks.
I'm sorry, I was wrong. They're down the third baseline.
Third baseline. Okay. But yeah, I think that's perfect, TJ. I think that's a great trade.
That's where we had our OOTP meetup back in the day.
That's right. I wasn't there, but you've talked about it, and I know about it.
In spirit, you were there. Oh, Greg was watching Falcon the Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
Greg, guess what I'm doing after this? So we're doing this. We're getting Smart Pack.
We're doing this. We're gonna do this again. Acquiring Ohtani for more franchises. We'll have to manage his two-way ability, but I like this trade.
What is the other place I went to? I don't remember. I always forget the name. Something and something. We're doing this? Everybody likes it?
We're doing this. I'm seeing a lot of ones in the chat. 1-0 in the chat. So one person doesn't like it, which I can understand why.
Yeah.
Fletcher will be able to play shortstop and play it above average. So that will work.
Fletcher.
Yes, managing the two-wayness of Ohtani is going to make it difficult, but we're already going to be pretty much hands-on with the team as it is. So I don't think that it's actually going to be that far of a stretch for us to just be like, yeah, that's just how we're going to do it. It's every single day we're pretty much going to be managing Ohtani whenever he plays.
We have 9 fielders. Okay.
We don't have Ohtani as an optional outfielder two-way player as well, because he will be our right fielder.
Yes, sir. Shohei Ohtani. Out of curiosity, Ohtani. We will not talk about a contract till next year.
Yes, and then Marsh when Ohtani pitches. Yep, that's the idea. Is that Marsh is the backup to Ohtani for right field.
Definitely.
We also could have Brandon. We could have Seth Beer potentially in right field or left field if we
Seth
keep
Beer works.
Yeah, we could do Seth Beer works as well.
Mm-hmm.
We have options.
What am I doing here? I need to make him
two-way player. So you gotta go to his game player strategies.
Strategy, right? Shohei Ohtani. Boom.
Awesome.
Lineups.
Well, couple of good trades. We still have some people that we probably need to be looking at getting rid of, but the money increases to our financial system is good. We've been able to we haven't gotten younger as a team, but we've gotten cheaper as a team, which is good.
All right,
I like that.
We need 2 more people to call up. We're going to call... What did we say?
I mean, Seth Beer should be one of them.
Or did we want... who we just trade for? Marsh.
Oh.
Bosch.
Yes. Where is Brandon Marsh?
He's a minor leaguer, so...
Is he on our waiver system,
Somewhere
or is he
in the minor
just...
leagues. Marsh.
We also need to apply to our major league team Foster and Cody Hure.
You're going to put them in the majors? I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions.
I'm assuming they'd be majors. I think Cody's been in the majors.
Do we want to compare Marsh and Beer before we make a decision?
Actually, no. Let's just call up Marsh. We'll let Beer play one more season in AAA, and he'll get a call up if
I think Marsh is a little bit better than him right now, actually.
I think he is, yeah.
So transaction. Promote to Arizona. And he got a smile on his face.
Hey!
Where are we here? Active roster. We need
at least Foster to be added.
2 more.
We're going to be able to drop some people off of our pitching staff with this. Yes, Beer will be trained at first base and left field in AAA.
All right, so we got 14 pitchers right now, and you want me to add Foster?
Well, we're going to add Foster and potentially Cody Hure, and then probably get rid of some people. So it might be like Butcher, and I mean, it might be able to send down Duplantier at this point if we're,
lefty.
Our only lefty? That's our only lefty right now? Mm-hmm. Oh, gosh. So we might need a trade for a lefty specialist or something then. I mean, to be honest, I am not comfortable with Butcher, Lopez, Crichton. None of those 3 guys impress me.
I think we go
Clark has... I'm sorry, what?
I think Clark goes down.
I think Clark goes down too. Yeah. Kelly, I think, especially for extreme fly ball pitchers like Butcher, he has to go down because that won't fly.
I mean, he's got control, but not a lot of stuff.
Right? Merrill Kelly is supposed to be a lot better than that in real life, supposedly. So as of right now, he has to stay. Clippard is on the injured list right now. So yes, we do also have Tyler Clippard.
I sent him down to AAA.
So yeah, I would I'd send down 14. Clark and Butcher.
Clark and Butcher. We have no lefty.
I would start with no lefty for right now. We might do one more trade and try to get a couple more pieces, which would involve a left-handed specialist at that point.
Do we want Cody Hure up?
I think we want Hure. I think him and Foster end up becoming behind Soria. I think there are triple threat combo from the bullpen side.
We also have Chris Deveninsky. He's got no movement, though.
Yes, we do have Deveninsky, I believe, as well.
Just taking a look at the...
We also have Schwazark. Schwazark?
Yeah.
Schwazark? Whatever his name is?
Schwarzak.
He's also pretty good, too, and he's like borderline ready for MLB levels.
I mean, he's 35. He's been in the MLB. He's ready. But he went to the Mets. And,
Oh, that's right. He's the veteran relief pitcher they picked up. That's right.
Gage, not good enough to be our lefty bullpen guy.
We'd probably be looking to get someone from outside the organization for a left-handed pitcher at this point. That would not be too hard to get with the new rules in MLB.
Call up West. Fastball slider. Just saying.
That's an option.
Shortlist them. Double green. Just saying, double green.
Not too bad. The control's a bit rough, but, hey, that's not too bad.
I'd take him over. I guess Duplantier, I guess we would kind of keep. Right? Okay, I like that.
Well,
we have 13 pitchers with Ohtani. Do we want to just add Cody? Or
I think we add Cody.
Okay. I don't know what the rule is.
And I think we still make more changes, but this is a good start.
We're going to need to call up at least 2 more fielders.
Yeah, so there will be some swaps going on in terms of our roster management.
We got catchers taken care of. Who is playing first base?
It's either... Well, I guess that's where we could bring up Pavin Smith. If you wanted to. It could be either Beers or it could be Smiths.
I want Brandon Marsh. Be a right fielder.
Yeah.
That position right field.
At least assigned as a right fielder and not a center fielder right now.
So let me get the overview.
Yeah, Smith is very good. Pavin Smith is one of the top prospects that D-backs have.
Okay.
The question is just, do we feel like he's ready to go right now, or does he need another little bit of development?
We also have Ryder Jones at third base.
Yeah.
Josh Van Meter at second base.
So we could probably end up having... Whoa. Oh, so we do need to get another second baseman because I don't expect Escobar to be playing second. He'll be playing third.
Escobar.
Okay.
We have Escobar in... So we're going to force Dalton Varsho to center, right?
That's the plan.
Because as of right now, Dalton Varsho is only an NL center fielder. I mean, that's fine.
They put Eduardo Escobar as center fielder for the
we have a
DH lineups?
Yeah.
What? No?
He's not great at center field. But
No, he's not great at center field.
I was talking about Dalton Varsho.
Oh, Varsho, he's still training a little bit, but he also doesn't have exactly the amount of range you want. But for now, he needs time, and he also needs the experience. So
I'm going to force him into center field.
He gets forced.
And that's only really going to affect the...
Well, and Varsho's not the long-term plan either. The long-term plan is Robinson, Thomas, and Carroll.
Yeah. And Varsho could play left. I think he'd be a decent left fielder.
Yes.
I actually don't have any problems with this lineup, except for... I don't like Carson Kelly hitting third, first off. How do I say... How do we do this whole Ohtani thing?
We're going to have to do that all manually, unfortunately. Basically making sure that he is assigned to the right fielder. He can be still playing as a right fielder and as a starting pitcher. We just have to make sure that he has backup whenever he is starting, so that way he can get time off.
This is why, at OOTP, Matt, you in the chat? This is why I want... Did we actually add it? No. I want a game strategy. I want this, but I also want it for the DH lineups. Like I want to make it, I would want to make Ohtani the
be
DH.
Able to put him in there.
I would want him to DH normally.
Yeah.
But I also want him right fielder if I'm in a regular lineup.
Well, we could just set him up on the depth charts for the DHs where he is the DH instead.
Oh, yeah, he is the DH. They already set that up.
Yeah.
But we need to do the right-hand stuff. So he would be the starter over Marsh. But then Marsh would just play. Not him, right? That's it? If I'm not mistaken?
That should be all we have to do.
Okay, but we need a third baseman and a first baseman. And
yes.
Probably is... Escobar's going to play second?
Escobar will probably end up playing third base. We'll have to acquire a second baseman.
So let me make him third. If I just make him a third baseman, will it do it, or do I have to force him?
We would have to force him for right now because they're going to try to put him wherever there's a hole, which is second right now. We won't have to force him once we get a second baseman officially.
Oh no! Once I made him a third baseman, it just made him a third baseman without forcing.
Oh, okay, awesome. It updated.
So we still need a second baseman and a first baseman then. Van Meter not bad offensively. You wanted to think about bringing up Pavin Smith already. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there's a lot of stuff still to do, TJ. I actually have to go. I've got stuff to do for the rest of the day.
We're far overdue for getting off.
Yes.
We're going to call it Pavin Smith. And I'm going to make the official announcement that Andy Young is going to... No, we don't need a third baseman. We need a second baseman, right?
Well, we could bring up Young. Yes, he can play second.
Oh, he can play second. Okay, I'm going to call up Andy Young. I think we have outfielders, right? Do we have outfielders? We only have 3
Yes, we have outfielders.
We have 4 outfielders.
And that's not even including Ohtani, I believe. So we have 5. Right? Van Meter can play outfield. I believe Matheson can play outfield. I think.
He can play.
No.
He can be an outfielder.
But I know Van Meter can go to the outfield if needed.
Yeah, he can play left. Okay, I'm going to call up Andy Young.
Yeah, let's do that.
That is our...
Because that'll slot Van Meter into utility, which will allow us to have that backup spot.
That just do everything we want. Andy Young at second, Escobar at third, Havin Smith at first. I think these lineups are good.
They look great to me. Voit, Matheson, Van Meter, Jones as backups. Yep.
Oh, I have to fix...
And this is before we start to make any more additional changes if we want to make some more swaps or acquire players. So, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we have to fix these lineups because they have Ohtani back. Once I put Ohtani in. Got a lot of lefty. I think I like that better. Okay. I think this is a good team.
I think it's playable. I think it has at least the ability to play for now. It's not going to win, but it's going to be okay.
I think we got the West wrapped up.
We wouldn't need much more pitching to get the West wrapped up, but we are at least not going to be floundering. And we have lots of options down the road still. So that's good.
Hey, you know what we just did is a 2.5 hour stream where we didn't do one thing.
We didn't move one day forward.
Corbin Martin's going to be our closer?
Most likely no. Martin really needs to be a starter instead of Peacock, and then I would probably have Soria be the closer. Here and Foster being setups with Ginkle.
Ginkle.
And that's just... We could probably let the CPU just try their best to do all of that at this point, and that wouldn't be a problem.
It's Martin as a
we can come back and do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because Martin, I'd prefer to have Martin trying out as a starting pitcher versus Matt, but that's just me.
Yeah, we can do that next time. I think we have a pretty good team here.
Yeah. I like the moves.
I'm not against this team.
It's a good starting point.
Don't love all.
It's a good starting point.
I think we've done some good stuff here. I think we've done good work here, folks.
I don't think we need Kepler or Kirilloff because we got Ohtani. So
yeah, and Marsh both can mash.
And
Marsh can mash. I don't know if you know. Yeah, I think that's good. Alex, I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna put this GIF up of Madison Bumgarner dancing because he's excited for his new teammates. I think that's a good place to wrap up the stream.
I believe so.
Alex, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
I'm going to save this yet again, even though I think I just saved it like 4 times. We got DishNet tonight at 8 p.m. Yuka at 10. I think we're good. I think we've had a very productive day. I hope we've answered all the questions. Tyler Clippard is hurt. We got Packy Naughton. I'm going to put a note and look at Packy Naughton every day. All right. And now it's time for Alex to have lunch. I think we're good.
Yeah, lunchtime.
All right, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I think I have a way to end the stream. Yeah, I think I do. All right, folks. Take it easy, Alex. Thank you again, as always. Very much appreciated. We'll be back on Monday at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Continuing this franchise. I made up this button. I don't know if it's going to work, but thanks for watching. Take it easy, folks. Bye, Alex.
See ya.
Wave.